Tulsa Sports Authority.
Sports Radio 1430, The Buzz.
We interrupt this program to bring you the following sports exclusive of Sports Radio 1430, The Buzz.
It's time for the Tulsa Drillers Dugout Show, presented by Xbox. Xbox. Now more than ever, it's good to play together.
The boys of summer are back.
Now out to the ballpark, here's Mark Neely.
From Drillers Stadium tonight, the fifth and final game of the five-game series between the Drillers and the Arkansas Travelers. This series began ominously for the Drillers when they were shut out on one hit, 4-0 by Joe Saunders of the Travelers on Friday night. But since then, the Drillers have put three straight wins together, 8-1 on Saturday, 8-4 Sunday, and then yesterday for the 4th of July, using three solo homers from Judd Thigpen, Tony Miller, and Sean Barker, en route to a 3-0 victory. And the Drillers are at the 500 mark in the half at 5-5, and just one game behind first place Wichita in the second half race. Meanwhile, Arkansas has lost 7 of their last 9 and sit in last place in the division, 2.5 games out. Our pitching matchup tonight will be right-hander Stephen Shell for the Travelers, 5-5. With a 5.15 ERA, he's won 4 of his last 5 decisions, so he's been pitching much better recently. And not many pitching better than Sandy Neen, who is 2-4 with a 3.40 ERA, but a 9-inning complete game win. His last time out at Frisco, allowing just 1 unearned run. So good pitching matchup. Stephen Shell, a right-hander for the Travelers, and Sandy Neen for the Drillers. On the Xbox Dugout Show tonight, we'll visit with Driller outfielder Tony Miller. By the way, Jeff Salazar was called up to AAA Colorado Springs after yesterday's game. He and Tony really had been rotating between center field and left field, and now Tony has center field all to himself once again. He homered last night, and we'll visit with Tony Miller on the Xbox Dugout Show when we come back in 1 minute.
The Drillers and PSO, Tulsa's home teams. At Public Service Company of Oklahoma, we're the home team for solutions to monthly electric bills that can vary significantly from month to month. That's why PSO's AMP, our average monthly payment plan, is a home team budgeting solution for you. With AMP, you pay about the same each month. That makes budgeting a breeze. To learn about AMP or to enroll, call PSO toll-free, 1-888-216-3523.
It's good to play together on the diamond, but it's even better to play together on your Xbox. When the Tulsa Drillers aren't on the field, you can usually find them playing Xbox, the official gaming console of the 2005 Tulsa Drillers. With several new games for the whole family, online play with Xbox Live, and a new low price of $149, what better time than now to visit your local gaming retailer and pick up your very own Xbox? Xbox, now more than ever. It's good to play together.
The Drillers. On AM 1430, The Buzz.
Drillers wrap up the series against the Arkansas Travelers tonight. Our guest on the Dugout Show, Driller outfielder Tony Miller, had one of the 3 solo home runs hit yesterday in the 3-0 Driller win. What's gotten into the ball club after getting shut out on one hit first game of the series? It looks like the team from the first half.
After the All-Star break, you got to get back into the rhythm, get back in the groove, and the team's starting to find our rhythm and groove again. Pitching and the offense and defense starting to click and work together again, and that's all you look for every night. It's not about how many runs you score; it's about how you figure out ways to win, and we can figure out ways to win different ways every night.
Of the subtle changes that were made, I say subtle. You lose a guy who's leading the league in hitting and a guy who's leading the league in ERA. It was all about chemistry, it seemed, in the first half. And did it take a little while, or is it taking a while, to kind of get the feel of the chemistry in the second half?
We got about the same amount of nucleus of the team still here, and it's about guys who being leaders on the team and stepping up and keeping the team together. And I feel that I'm one of the guys that can keep the gel on the team sticking. And and like I said, we lose Spilsboro, we lose Christian Parker, but we still have some good guys that's starting. I mean, you look at Joa, Zach Parker. I mean, we still have guys that can hit the ball with Barker, myself, and and we just try to commend each other and help each other every night.
Leadership on a club can come in many different fashions. Some guys are yellers and screamers. Some guys are low-key and let their play do their talking. What kind of leadership do you think you exhibit most in the clubhouse?
I keep it loose. I'm a pretty quiet guy, but I go up to each individual, one-on-one and say, come on, keep it up, pat them on the back. Everybody needs encouragement every now and again. And I talk to guys and I and that's the kind of person I am. You know, I'm not going to be out there rah-rah, but, you know, I'll say a few things in the clubhouse or in the dugout or on defense. So, you know, just keep the spirits up. You know, when guys are struggling, you always got to just whisper something in the air to get them back on track.
That would seem very important because, as you say, it can only take just a little bit of a swoon, and all of a sudden it turns into a bad week, and bad week turns into a couple of bad 2 weeks. But that little mental adjustment can be an important thing, can't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, you definitely just have to be mentally tough and disciplined in this game because, you know, like you said, 1 week you can be tearing up the league, and the next week you can just, you know, just lose or get passive, and all of a sudden that 1 week of struggling can turn into a month or a whole season. So you got to be consistent with your preparation and your mental thoughts because that's how you prepare for each game every single night.
Of course, you played Division I college football at Toledo, and I'm not going to argue that baseball is more physical than football because it's not, even though there's only one game a week in football. But mentally, how much tougher is baseball than what you were around in NCAA college football?
Well, you know, in terms of baseball, I mean, it's a constant mental grind because, I mean, you know that after you can go 3 for 3 one night and then you go home and you're thinking about the next day already preparing for that game, and it's a constant preparation mentally. It's not even physical. You know, you do all your physical workouts in the off season, and once you get in the season, it's all mental preparation. I mean, you got to think about, you know, what you're going to do and how can you help the team that night, and, you know, just defensive responsibilities. And then, you know, with football, I mean, you have film, you know, all through the week to see who you're playing, and you have, you know, unlimited amount of gym access. It's right there. I mean, everything is right there for you, and that's the difference between football and baseball. But when you get on the football field, you still have to be mentally disciplined right then and there. You can't lose focus, or, you know, that's 7 points or whatever it be. So in baseball, you just got to stay just as disciplined, you know. But I say that baseball is a more mentally, you know, tough grind.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. I don't think media, fans, and people don't appreciate how mentally tough this game is. Here we are in a stretch right now where the next off day is sometime in a month away. You're looking at 35, 36 games in 33, 34 days. And you can say that to people and say, okay, we're going to be playing every day for the next 6 weeks without a day off. And then they say, hey, you got any time on Saturday? I'm like, no. What did we just say? You know what I'm talking about.
Right, exactly. I mean, and like you said, we're playing every day in this month of July. And this is when you're going to find, you know, who has the mental toughness and the mental capacity to you know, take on these dog days of summer as they're approaching. I mean, and you'll start seeing pictures, you start seeing some hitters, and you'll start seeing a lot of guys falling off because they're losing that mental discipline because it's getting hotter. The days are, you know, just back to back, and I mean, getting close to 100-some games. I mean, it's just you just got to stay tough, and that's what it's going to take, you know, because like I said, baseball is just all mental. It's 90% mental, and everything else is, you know, physical, and that's only the 10% part.
Finally, Jeff Salazar goes up to AAA after the game. I mean, your guys were both really center fielders and top of the order type of guys, and now you're really the main guy for that. Has Tom talked to you at all and said, hey, look, you're my center fielder again every day?
No, we haven't really talked about it, you know, but, you know, if Salazar goes up, it's, you know, I know that I'm next, and, you know, I'm that guy that's going to be playing center field, you know, and I'm happy for Jeff. You know, he took care of his business here, and, you know, he was rewarded by, you know, getting promoted to AAA. And, you know, I'm going to take up the role of center field and continue to take care of business out there.
Tony will be ready when his time comes. Thanks, man.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Tony Miller, our guest on the Dugout Show. Final game of the series coming up back after this.
It's good to play together on the diamond, but it's even better to play together on your Xbox. When the Tulsa Drillers aren't on the field, you can usually find them playing Xbox, the official gaming console of the 2005 Tulsa Drillers. With several new games for the whole family, online play with Xbox Live, and a new low price of $149, what better time than now to visit your local gaming retailer and pick up your very own Xbox? Xbox, now more than ever. It's good to play together.
Drillers Baseball on Clear Channel Station KTBZ, Tulsa, AM 1430, The Buzz.
Time for the starting lineups for tonight's game. First for the visiting Arkansas Travelers, their parent team, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. And their manager in his first season is Tom Gamboa. Leading off in right field, Reggie Willits. Alberto Callaspo, the second baseman. Batting third, the shortstop, Erick Aybar. Mike Napoli, the catcher, hits cleanup with Kendrys Morales at first base. Hitting sixth, the center fielder, Tommy Murphy. Greg Porter is the DH. Hitting eighth, the left fielder, Jason Ospito. And the third baseman, Ryan Leahy, bats ninth. Again for Arkansas, it's Willits leading off in right. Callaspo at second base with Aybar the shortstop. Napoli hits cleanup and does the catching. Morales at first, Murphy in center. The DH is Greg Porter. Ospito in left, and the third baseman Ryan Leahy bats ninth. The Travelers starter, right-hander Steven Shell. He is 5-5 and 16 starts with a 5.15 ERA. Now the starting nine for the Drillers. Leading off in center field is Tony Miller. Luis Guance at third base. Hitting third, left fielder Judd Thigpen. Sean Barker, the cleanup hitter in right field. Batting fifth, first baseman Corey Slavic. Alvin Colina is the catcher. Hitting seventh, second baseman Jayson Nix. Tino Sanchez has missed the last few games with an ankle sprain. He's back as the DH and hitting eighth. And batting ninth is the shortstop, Doug Bernier. Again for the Drillers, Miller leads off in center. Guance at third base. Thigpen in left. Batting cleanup, Barker, the right fielder. Corey Slavic at first base. Hitting sixth, the catcher, Alvin Colina. Jayson Nix at second. Tino Sanchez, the DH, and the shortstop, Doug Bernier, batting ninth. The Driller starter is right-hander Sandy Neen. In 9 Driller starts, he's 2-4 with a 3.40 ERA and a couple of complete games, including a 9-inning complete game his last time out at Frisco. Those are tonight's starting lineups. In case you missed the finals from the holiday yesterday, San Antonio beat Frisco 2-1. 8th win of the year from Bobby Livingston, beating John Danks. Midland eats by Corpus by a run, 9-8. Kyle Kroll the winner. And a one-run game also at Wichita. It was the Wranglers 7 and Springfield 6. So all one-run games with the exception of the Driller 3-0 win here over Arkansas yesterday. So the standings have Wichita at 6-4, leading the East Division. The Drillers at 5-5, a game back. Springfield 2 back, and Arkansas is 4-7 in the second half. They are 2.5 games out of first place. In the West Division, San Antonio 8-4 leads the West by a game over Midland. Corpus Christi is 2.5 back, and Frisco in last place in the West. They are 3 games out. Around the league tonight, Springfield is visiting Wichita. Jeremy Cummings will go for the Cardinals. Midland at Corpus Christi. And, of course, the Drillers taking on Arkansas here as San Antonio and Frisco are off tonight. They concluded their series yesterday with San Antonio's 2-1 win. The Drillers are about ready to take the field. And the play-by-play of tonight's game, the final game of this 5-game series, final game of the homestand, comes up next.
Play ball! This has been the Xbox Dugout Show. Now, stay tuned for Tulsa Drillers Baseball.
It's good to play together on the diamond, but it's even better to play together on your Xbox. When the Tulsa Drillers aren't on the field, you can usually find them playing Xbox, the official gaming console of the 2005 Tulsa Drillers. With several new games for the whole family, online play with Xbox Live, and a new low price of $149, what better time than now to visit your local gaming retailer and pick up your very own Xbox. Xbox, now more than ever. It's good to play together.
To the Driller on AM 1430 KTBZ Tulsa, the Buzz.
Broadcast is brought to you in part by First Baptist Church of Broken Arrow, a congregation humbly serving the people of this community. In these uncertain times, many are looking for real answers to today's spiritual questions. They invite you to come praise, worship, and study with them as they find strength, purpose, and clarity through the love of God. Visit at 61st and 161st off the Broken Arrow Expressway and ask about their Wednesday night youth activities. First Baptist Church of Broken Arrow. See the world through the cross.
Catch every pitch of Tulsa Drillers baseball all all season long, starting right now.
Tulsa Drillers Baseball is on the air. The Drillers on Radio are presented by Pepsi, the official soft drink of Driller Stadium. Your local Dodge dealers. Get somewhere. Grab life by the horn. Dodge. Spirit Bank, the official bank of the Tulsa Drillers. By your local dairy farmer. Have you had your 3 a day today? Farmers Insurance. Farmers get you back where you belong. Xbox, the official gaming console of the 2005 Tulsa Drillers. By Bob Hurley Ford, Tulsa's only locally owned and operated Ford store. Battle Creek Golf Club, the metro area's premier public golf facility. MidFirst Bank, more than you expect from a bank. U.S. Cellular, we connect with you. Cowboy Sharky's Restaurant and Sports Grill, the way it ought to be. By AAA, AAA every day.
You got soap.
Dungeons Bartlesville, family owned and operated for over 6 decades. And by the Tulsa World. Get the latest on all the action. Subscribe to the Tulsa World. Now, it's time for Tulsa Drillers Baseball.
Drillers and the Arkansas Travelers in the 5th and final game of this series. The Drillers having won the last 3. And have Sandy Neen on the mound tonight. And he's been pitching very well. He went 9 his last time out at Frisco on June 29th. Allowing 1 unearned run, 6 hits, with no walks and 4 strikeouts. He picked up the victory, his first win since his first AA start, which occurred in Little Rock on May 17th. Drillers won the game 5-1 against Frisco on the 29th. And you look at Neen's last couple of starts. In fact, you look at his last 3 starts. In his last 20 and a third innings pitched, Neen has not allowed an earned run. He has allowed 1 run unearned in that span, but no earned runs. In his last 7 starts, he's 1-3, but a 2.28 ERA. Neen called up on May 14th from Modesto, where he was 4-1 with a 2.55 ERA. We're ready to go. A pleasant night. Wind out of the east-northeast, so it's blowing in from center field at a little over 10 miles per hour. Skies are mostly clear. We hope you enjoy the broadcast tonight. First pitch of the game is on the way to Reggie Willits, and it's outside for ball 1. We get underway just a minute late at 7:06. Partly cloudy and 85 degrees at game time. The 1-0 pitch, and Willits fouls it back. Willits is 7th in the league with a .313 average. No homers and 24 RBIs. His average has taken a little bit of a hit, going 3 for 15 in the series. The 1-1 pitch. A fastball is inside. Willits actually had 2 hits in the first game of this series Friday night and was hitting .323, up to 4th in the league going into Saturday's game. But since then, just 1 hit. He leads off the game. The 2-1 pitch. He hits a high fly to right center field. Barker ranging over into the alley. He's over to make the catch, and that's the way the game begins. Willits flies to right. Alberto Callaspo, the hitter. One of 5 switch hitters in the batting order for the Travelers. He has a .296 average, 8 homers, and 45 RBIs. He's 2 out of 16 in the series. Lance cheats in on the grass at third. The pitch from Sandy Neen, hit in the air, left field. Big pin, back a couple of steps, and is there to make the catch. Callaspo offered it the first pitch and flies to left for out number 2. To the plate, the shortstop, Erick Aybar. Drillers sent outfielder Jeff Salazar to AAA Colorado Springs after the game last night. So the Drillers have only 1 available bench player tonight, and that's Hector Tena. They have a player that came up from A-ball that is yet to play, Matt McCree, on the disabled list with a wrist injury. They may wait until he comes off. Here's a pitch to Aybar. He shortens up and takes a ball. So we may not see a new player from either AA or from A-ball or AAA. But they may have to wait until McCree comes off the DL, and the Drillers would play a position player short for a while. 1-0. Tapped up the first base side. Foul. The Driller defense is Guance playing third. Vernier is the shortstop. Nix at second and Slavic at first. Colina doing the catching again. In the outfield, Tony Miller in center. Judd Thigpen in left. And it's Sean Barker in right field. 2 outs, bases empty in the Arkansas first. A 1-1 to Aybar. He tried to bunt. It's a strike call. Whether he got the bat back in time or not, a moot point. That was a strike. From plate umpire Aaron Banks, crew chief Todd Waters at third, and Brandon Cooney is our first base umpire. Means 1-2. Aybar fouls it off to the left into the second deck. Aybar hitting .278. He has 4 homers and 30 runs batted in. He has a couple of RBIs in the series, and Aybar 4 out of 11. Mean rears back. The 1-2 pitch. A pop up right side. Slavic shading his eyes with his hands. He's got the catch near the coach's box to retire the side. Corey doesn't have sunglasses on down there. He didn't have them out there. He had to use his hand to shield his eyes. Aybar fouls out to the first baseman Slavic, and they go in order in the Arkansas first. We're in the mid-first bank, middle of the first inning. Don't forget to watch for the mid-first contest on your next visit to Driller Stadium, and you can win a pair of great stadium chairback seats. Mid-first, more than you would expect from a bank. After a half inning, Travelers nothing. Drillers coming to bat.
Free Checking Plus account gives you a 20% discount at over 100 of Oklahoma's best restaurants when you use your MidFirst Visa check card. Add our free iManage Internet Banking, and you'll see how MidFirst Bank puts the plus in Free Checking Plus. Open a MidFirst checking account today and enjoy Free Checking Plus, free iManage Internet Banking, plus a 20% discount at Oklahoma's best restaurants. MidFirst Bank, more than you'd expect from a bank. Member FDIC.
It's baseball season, and that means warmer weather, sports fans. It can get awfully hot, muggy, and just plain unbearable this time of year. Davco Mechanical is the company you can depend on to keep you cool and comfortable. From commercial projects to servicing your home's air conditioner, they provide quality, courtesy, and professionalism in every job they do. For estimates, find Davco Mechanical in your yellow pages or call 918-439-0540. Find out more online at davcomech.com.
Earning a champion's reputation in this league doesn't come easy. It takes dedication, perseverance, and hard work. You'll find that same dedication and champion's reputation when you work with A Sharp Cut Lawn Services. They've earned their reputation for professional lawn care services, one satisfied client at a time. Whether it's commercial or residential, when appearance matters, go with the pros. Go with A Sharp Cut Lawn Services. Give them a call at 695-3560 or find A Sharp Cut in the yellow pages under Lawn and Landscape.
Drillers Baseball 2005 on AM 1430. The Buzz.
No score into the bottom of the first inning. Tulsa faces right-hander Steven Shell tonight. The Traveler hurler is 6'5", listed at 190 pounds, probably closer to 200 now. 22-year-old from El Reno, Oklahoma. Shell has turned his season around really since the first part of June. He made a start May 26th at Midland and got rocked for 7 earned runs in 2 innings and seemed to bottom out there. After a win at Frisco May 31st, has won 4 of his last 5 decisions. And he pitches to Tony Miller. And this is outside for ball 1. He won his last start against San Antonio on the 29th. 7 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 3 hits. He walked 3 and struck out 4. Tony wanting to bunt. Pulls it back and takes out of the zone and back to the screen, 2-0. Shell has won his last 2 starts and has won 4 of his last 5 decisions. The 2-0 pitch, a little bit low, ball 3. 5-5 record, 5.15 ERA. He's appearing as a starter for the 17th time in 87 and a third innings, 99 hits allowed, 50 earned runs, 37 walks, 68 Ks. And he gets a 3-0 strike over, a high strike to Miller to make it 3-1. Shell making his third start against the Drillers. He's 0-1 against them. The pitch comes in, and it's high, ball 4. And a 5-pitch walk to Tony Miller. Here's Luis Guance, the third baseman. Guance in his 14 Driller games, hitting .263, a homer and 10 RBIs. Shell comes set. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball inside. Ball 1. Threw him a hard slider and had some very late break to it. Guance moved away from the plate. And that almost cut over the inside corner. The 1-0 pitch. That fastball is low. Shell lives in El Reno, Oklahoma. Born in Longview, Texas. He was a third-round pick by the Angels in 2001. Leadoff man on, and the Driller first. The 2-0. And that's up and in to Guance, ball 3, and the catcher Napoli will go out to talk to his pitcher. Defensively for the Travelers, Ryan Leahy playing third tonight. A very impressive middle infield tandem is the shortstop Erick Aybar and second baseman Alberto Callaspo. Kendrys Morales starting at first. In the outfield, Tommy Murphy in center, Reggie Willits in right, and Jason Ospito in left field. Murphy and Willits will alternate between center field and right field every few weeks. 3-0 count on Guance. The pitch comes, and it's high, ball 4. Back-to-back walks given up by Stephen Shell. That's going to bring out the pitching coach, Keith Comstock. Shell has thrown 9 pitches so far, and 8 of them out of the strike zone. Travelers wearing their road gray uniforms tonight. The gray tops that say Little Rock in cursive across the front. Drillers in their home white pinstripe uniforms. Judd Thigpen steps into the box. He's hit safely in 7 of the 8 games he's played in with Tulsa since coming from AAA Colorado Springs. Batting .314, 2 homers, 6 RBIs. Shell peaks at second, stares at second, still staring at second. Now comes to the plate, and the pitch is a fastball strike. Aybar, the shortstop, had come in behind Miller at second as the pitch came home. And Thigpen took it for a strike. The 0-1 pitch. Now instead they will try a pickoff attempt, and fairly close. Miller diving back in, got the right hand in just ahead of the Aybar tag. Nobody out in the Driller first. The 0-1. Hit foul off to the right. Up into the second deck. No balls, 2 strikes. Stephen Shell repeated A-ball last year. High A-ball. Pitched at Rancho Cucamonga in the California League in 2003. Pitched for that same club in 2004. So he's in his first year of Double-A. 2-1, nobody out. And the 0-2 to Thigpen. Shell waits and now steps towards second. Drillers lead the season series against the Travelers, 11 wins to 7, and have won 6 of the 9 meetings here in Tulsa. Here's that 0-2, and a fastball is inside. Arkansas went in order in their half of the first. Miller walked on 5 pitches. Guance walked on 4. Thigpen, the third hitter of the inning, behind in the count, and sees a 1-2 pitch from Shell. Here it comes. The breaking ball is outside. Thigpen hit one of the 3 solo homers in yesterday's 3-0 win. Miller and Barker hit the others. The 2-2. He's jammed, rolls it to third, diving attempt by Leahy, but it's off his glove and into foul territory. That's a fair ball. Miller will score, throw into third, almost hit Guance. He's in safely, and Thigpen to second, and the Drillers lead 1-0. Thigpen pulled it past Leahy, who dove to his right. Got the end of the glove on it. And then it dribbled into foul territory. Thigpen is 7th Driller RBI. It looks like he is going to get credit for a double. His third as a Driller. Now Barker, the batter. Still nobody out of the Stephen Shell pitch. Off speed, up and in, ball 1. Guance is at third, Thigpen at second. The 1-0. The fastball is inside. Barker hit home run number 9 on the year last night. Batting .278 and has 45 runs batted in. 1-0 Drillers, bottom of the first. Stephen Shell's 2-0. Shot foul into the seats. Almost caught one of the vendors. The duck out of the way. That missile was headed right at him. The 2-1. Barker fouls it to the screen right side. Drillers looking for their 4th straight win. Longest winning streak of the year for the Drillers is 5. The 2-2. He's jammed, hits a slow roller to third. It takes a weird hop. Leahy knocks it down, picks it up, and nips Barker at the bag, and the other runners have to hold. Barker's out 5-3. The first out of the inning, and the hitter's Corey Slavic. Corey has a .251 average, 7 homers and 49 RBIs. Morales at first plays right even with the bag. The pitch fouled back, strike 1. Corey 4 out of his last 18. He had a 4 RBI game early in the year against Arkansas on April 19th. A pitch comes and it's inside. In fact, one of his best series of the year was in that set against the Travelers April 17th through the 21st. When in the 5-game series, he hit .455, going 10 for 22 with a homer and 9 RBIs. 1-1. An off-speed pitch is outside. Not having quite that success in this series. 2 out of 10 with 1 RBI. 1-0 Drillers, bottom of the first. Runners at second and third with 1 out. The 2-1. Off the end of the bat, he fouls it away over the left side grandstand. Stephen Shell pitched here against the Drillers April 18th. Gave up 3 runs, 1 earned, 5 hits in 5 innings, and received a no decision. Then he lost to the Drillers in Little Rock May 16th, allowing 5 earned runs, 9 hits in 6 innings, but he struck out a season-high 11. There's a ball looped out to left. Aspito in to make the catch, and bluffing a tag is Guance. The throw comes in, cut off by Leahy. Aspito had to reach up over his head to make that catch. That ball stayed up a little more than he thought it would. But he had his momentum coming towards the infield and holds the runners. The ball wasn't hit all that deep. So 2 down for Alvin Colina, the catcher. Colina batting .278, 7 home runs and 30 RBIs. Now it would be a small victory for Stephen Shell to get out of this inning with just the 1 run score. The pitch. Ground ball, softly hit towards the hole. Aybar backhands. He has time, throws it in the dirt though. Underthrows Morales. It skips into the dugout, and 2 runs will score. Well, just when it looked like Shell was going to get out of the inning with just the 1 run score, a throwing error from Aybar, his 20th error of the season, and Guance and Thigpen each score to make it 3-0. That'll allow Jayson Nix to bat. No RBI or I's, that is, for Colina. Straight E6. Both those runs are unearned. So a lift for the Drillers. Here's a pitch to Nix. Ball 1 misses. He's hitting .223, 5 home runs, 28 RBIs. 3-0 Drillers, bottom of the first, the 1-0. A foul back and out of play. Colina's at second with 2 outs. Well, Aybar had all kinds of time to get Colina at first. Maybe too much time for Aybar as he underthrew the base. 1-1. Makes a jam and pops it up. A play for the catcher Napoli near the Drillers on deck circle. He reaches and catches it. And it ends the Driller first. Drillers score 3, 2 of them unearned. On only 1 hit, 1 error, and a man left. After an inning, Drillers 3, Arkansas nothing.
Sleep Inn and Suites Tulsa South invites you to enjoy the ultimate in comfort and hospitality. Discover why they're a favorite spot among locals and visitors alike. They feature an indoor pool, spa, and sauna, plus a fitness center, business center, free deluxe continental breakfast, and free high-speed internet, and are a 100% non-smoking facility. Visit them at Highway 169 and 61st behind Fox Collision Center. Sleep Inn and Suites Tulsa South. The perfect place for an intimate weekend, family getaway, or when the relatives come to town, they're your home away from home.
Pioneer Radio and Sports would like to thank the following businesses who are committed to customer service.
This Drillers broadcast is brought to you in part by CLA Mortgage Services, your creative lending alliance. By Command Labor and Staffing, your people resource company. By Elmer's Barbecue, it be bad. By Sharp Cut Lawn Services, when appearance matters. And by Davco Mechanical. We do things one way, the right way.
What turns ordinary spoons into happy spoons? Highland Quality Checked Ice Cream.
Put it in the ice cream, put it in the bun. Quality checked is yum, yum, yum.
The Spoon Inn Quality Checked Ice Cream from Highland.
Ice cream, it tastes great. Vanilla, cherry, or chocolate. Mama's calling, time to eat. After dinner, ice cream treat.
Highland Quality Checked Ice Cream.
It's more fun than a football.
The Tulsa Drillers on KTBZ, AM 1430, The Buzz.
Stephen Shell, Travelers' starting pitcher, gives up 3 runs in the first, 1 earned run. Shell has now allowed 17 earned runs in the first inning of his 17 starts, so that kind of par for the course for Shell, it appears. The defense didn't help him out, though, as he's in a 3-0 hole. And Arkansas bats in the second with the cleanup hitter Napoli to lead off. Then Kendrys Morales and Tommy Murphy. Napoli did not play yesterday. Had a bit of a bug that kept him out. He went back to the team hotel. Wasn't even around for the ball game. So that took a big bat out of the Arkansas lineup, the league leader in homers and RBIs. Big right-handed hitter. Napoli has a closed stance. First pitch from Need. Fastball, strike one. Napoli's average is .273, but then he has league highs with 16 homers and 62 runs batted in. Needs 0-1. A low strike on a breaking ball. Napoli disagrees. He thought that was low. Plate umpire Aaron Banks shaking his head. Napoli's behind in the count and needs 0-2. A breaking ball is low. Napoli has 2 hits in the series. They've both been home runs, including a 3-run homer. He leads off the Arkansas second, the 1-2 pitch. Off speed, a little bit low, and it evens it at 2-2. Drillers concluding this homestand tonight. It's Children's Miracle Network night. Tell you more about that in just a moment. First, the 2-2 pitch. The fastball just misses outside. $1 from each ticket sold tonight, donated to the Children's Miracle Network. Three-two pitch from Neen to Napoli. Ground ball to short, softly hit. Pick up by Bernier, and he throws out Napoli by a step for the first out. Some local media personalities are vending concession items in the seating areas tonight here at the ballpark, with all proceeds going to benefit the Children's Miracle Network. Compliments, I believe, your restaurants. One gone. Kendrys Morales, the first baseman, up. First pitch swing, and he hits a 2-hopper to the second baseman, Nix, and on to first. Morales is quickly retired. We'll bring up Tommy Murphy, the center fielder. Murphy at .291. He has 9 homers and 39 RBIs. Murphy is a switch hitter. He bats left. He's 1 for 12 in the series with an RBI. Here's the wind by Neen. Fastball on the outside corner, strike one. Glad you could join us tonight. Mark Neely here at Driller Stadium. Elvis Mahan, our engineer, back at the Buzz. The 0-1. Strike over the inside corner. The 0-2, and he puts it in play and grounds it softly to the second baseman. Nix throws out Murphy. And a 3-up, 3-down inning. Neen has retired the first 6 Arkansas batters through an inning and a half. The Drillers lead the Travelers 3-0.
Hi, I'm Oklahoma's News Channel 8 Sports Director Mike Ziegenhorn. This summer, be sure to stop by any Tulsa City County Library and join the summer reading program. If you do, there's a free Driller baseball ticket in it for you. This year's library reading night game is on August 12th. Gates open at 6. News Channel 8, State Farm, and the Drillers will be passing out lunch boxes. So come early because supplies are limited. And keep watching Oklahoma's News Channel 8 for Drillers highlights. We'll see you at the game.
Oh, look at Spencer. He's making a move on the outside.
Yeah, he's on a mission.
Oh, you better watch out. Gorman is right on his tail. Holy cow! Gorman just plowed into Spencer.
Now that's going to leave a mark.
Well, now he's hit the wall. His car is flipping over.
Oh, howdy.
I don't see how he's going to get back in the race with all that damage.
Hello, Farmers Help Point. How can I help you?
Hi, listen, I just got rear-ended by some yahoo.
Are you okay?
Well, I'm fine. My car's a little busted up, though.
I'm on it.
Farmers Help Point service starts getting things back to normal the moment you call. So if you have an accident, we can help you get back on the road as quickly as possible. Now, how does that sound?
Wow, is that Spencer? How do you get back in the race?
Farmers Help Point, free with your policy. Only from your farmer's agent. Farmers, get you back where you belong. To find an agent near you, call 1-800-FARMERS. That's 1-800-FARMERS.
Drillers Baseball, AM 1430. The Buzz. The Buzz.
Into the home half of inning number 2, leading off. Tino Sanchez, the DH. Drillers up 3-0. Tino hadn't played in a while. Played in only 15 Driller games. The switch hitter bats left-handed. Tino's last appearance came June 28th at Frisco. Here's a pitch. It's outside ball 1. Tino sprained his right ankle when the team bus got in from Frisco after the final game of the series in Texas. About 2-3 a.m. here at the ballpark, unloading things. He twisted the ankle that's kept him out. The 1-0, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tino playing for the first time in this series. He takes a 1-1 pitch, a strike on the outside corner. On the Texas League scoreboard, they're underway in Wichita. Springfield and Wichita scoreless through an inning. Nothing yet on Midland and Corpus. Those are the only other games in the league. San Antonio and Frisco are off tonight. 2-2 count now on Tino. Texas League scoreboard brought to you by your local dairy farmers who ask, have you had your 3 servings of dairy today? 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Tino strikes out. First K of the game for Steven Shell. Here's Doug Bernier, the shortstop. Rockies have Jeff Francis on the mound tonight, hosting Los Angeles. That game gets underway in a little over a half an hour. Here's a pitch to Bernier, strike 1. You know, Jeff Francis, everybody talks about how ominous it is to pitch at Coors Field, and it is. Jeff Francis has pitched very well at Coors Field. There's a pitch that just misses to Bernier, a ball and a strike. Jeff is 5-1 at home at Coors Field with a 3.50 ERA. The 1-1. Down and away, and it kicks off. The glove of the catcher, Napoli. Francis pitched very well on the road at St. Louis, beating the Cardinals in his last start. He goes against the Dodgers tonight. They throw Dallas Perez. 2-1 pitch. The fastball is high. Cardinals are out west as well at Arizona. Jeff Suppan against Sean Estes. Sean Estes 6-6. Suppan 7-7. And that starts in about an hour. The 3-1. Fly ball, center field. Murphy was shading him to go the other way. He goes to dead center to make the catch. Not far from the track. Bernier hit it well, but flies out. Some of the other National League scores. Bottom of the 6th at RFK, Washington won. The Mets nothing. Pittsburgh has scored 3 in the bottom of the 5th. And now Phillies batting top of the 6th. 3-0 Pirates. Jason Bay with a 16th homer. Milwaukee leads at Florida 4-0 top of the 5th. 2 down for Tony Miller. First pitch, breaking ball, strike 1. Cubs are at Atlanta, tied at 1 top of the 5th. Hollinsworth with his 5th homer. At Houston, bottom of the 2nd. Stroh's batting, trailing San Diego 1-0. The 0-1. Outside and off the mid of the catcher. One other National League game later tonight. The Reds are at San Francisco. In the American League, at Kansas City, bottom of the 2nd. Seattle won the Royals 0. Adrian Beltre with his 9th homer. 1-1 to Tony Miller. Swing and a miss. The Yankees today beat Baltimore 12-3. Randy Johnson improves to 8-6. Giambi hit a home run again, his 8th. A-Rod, Sheffield, and Matsui also homered for New York. Shells 1-2. Down and away and blocked by Napoli. Detroit at Cleveland, top of the 6th. 3-1 Tigers. Macleo Ordonez a homer. for Detroit. Aaron Boone for the Indians. Boston at Texas, 2-0 Red Sox, bottom of the second. David Ortiz, his 20th homer. The 2-2, Miller takes it just off the inside corner. It's a full count. Bottom of the second in Chicago, D-Rays 1, White Sox 0. Oakland at Toronto, top of the sixth, tied at 3. A wind in the 3-2. High fly, center field, but there is Murphy, just a few steps to his left, and now in a couple of steps. Puts it away to retire the side. Now in order go the Drillers. We played 2. It's Tulsa 3, Arkansas 0.
This is John King, and I recently had the pleasure of traveling to St. Louis to catch the Cardinals. I got to travel up I-44 in luxury and comfort with a new Mazda Tribute from Nelson Mazda. Now, when you hit your road trip this summer, there needs to be a sense of security, knowing you're in an automobile that will get you to your destination without any hassle. I was impressed with the 25 miles per gallon I got in the SUV and figured out how much I saved instead of using my old SUV, which sucks it down at 15 miles per gallon. I was also impressed with how it handled, too, and must admit, on the way home listening to the Indy 500, I flashed back to my recent Nelson Mazda test drive experience, which would have put a smile on Danica Patrick's face. And coming in a few weeks, Nelson Mazda will raise the curtain on the new Mazda 5. So call Brandon Murphy or any of the guys at Nelson Mazda or go by their new location at 99th and Memorial and find out why they've made a believer out of me, and they'll make a believer out of you.
Hey, baseball fans, this season look no further than the Tulsa World for the most extensive coverage of your 2005 Tulsa Drillers. The Drillers have provided plenty of excitement and memorable seasons for a century, and the Tulsa World has been there each year to capture every historic moment. The World delivers all the scores, stats, and award-winning stories on a daily basis, including the most comprehensive and dependable local and state news coverage. Get the latest at all the action and call 582-0921 to subscribe to the Tulsa World.
The Driller. On AM 1430, The Buzz.
In the top of the third inning, Drillers have scored 3 runs despite only 1 hit and have a 3-0 lead. We go to the top of the third. Dennis Higgins has been with us the last 3 nights. The Drillers have won all 3 of those games. We got to keep him around. And
you thought you got rid of me, didn't you?
To take you through innings 3 and 4, here's Dennis.
All right, Mark, thank you very much, and good evening, Tulsa. Always good to be here at the ballpark, Drillers Stadium, and especially when the Drillers are leading 3-0 over the Arkansas Travelers. Here is Greg Porter. He is the designated hitter tonight for Tom Gamboa's ball club, the Arkansas Travelers. He had played third base through the first 4 games of this series. Big right-handed batter, or left-handed batter. First pitch is in there for a strike. Well, the Drillers came up with 3 runs in the first inning, 2 of them coming on a very costly throwing error. Next pitch, a swing and a miss. Sandy Neen taking a little bit off that breaking ball, and the count quickly 0-2. Greg Porter, like so many of his teammates here in Tulsa during this series, really struggling at the plate, just 1 for 12 on the season. He's hitting .307. Neen, the right-hander, deals, and the pitch swung on, and a fly ball towards right field. Shallow coming in to make the catch, Sean Barker. Relatively easy play, and that's out number 1. I was sitting down in the main press room for the first inning and a half tonight, enjoying the company of Barry Lewis, fine sports writer for the Tulsa World, and both Barry and I seem to agree that this has, so far at least, been a very lackluster performance by the Arkansas Travelers. The last couple of nights, they have really struggled. They've lost the last 3 ball games to the Drillers. Here's Jayson Nix in the first pitch, and that is strike 1. 0-1 the count. Nix is hitting .222, no homers, 1 run driven in. He's appearing in just his 7th ball game with the Travelers, recovering from knee surgery. Next pitch, a swing and a chopper foul to the right. Well, I guess there's a tendency to look a little bit lackluster when you struggle and you are losing a lot of ball games, and that's exactly what the Travelers have done of late. Last 3 nights, they've scored only 5 runs on 15 hits combined. The next pitch down and in, and the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ryan Leahy, the third baseman, bats 9th in the order, waits on deck. 3-0 Drillers. We're in the top half of the third inning. Another beautiful evening here at the ballpark. Game started, it was 85 degrees. Here's the 1-2 pitch. A swing and a miss struck him out. Looked like a hard sinker. And Espedo strikes out. That's the second out of the inning for the Travelers. First strikeout tonight for Sandy Neen. And the batter now, Ryan Leahy. Last night, Drillers pitchers combined for 12 strikeouts. Shutting out the Arkansas Travelers. 3-0. The Drillers last night getting 3 solo home runs in that victory. Leahy shows bunt. Right-handed batter takes up and in. Ball 1. Well, for the Drillers, this is game 81 on the schedule. Overall record of 48 wins, 32 losses. Here's the next pitch. Swinging a sharp grounder to third. Backhanded pickup by Guance. Stands up, throws the first for the out. Nice reactionary play there by Luis Guance. Nifty glove work, and that's it for the Arkansas Travelers. We roll into the bottom of the third at Drillers Stadium, and Tulsa leading Arkansas 3-0.
Hello, Drillers fans. Bob Hurley here at Bob Hurley Ford, Tulsa's only locally owned and operated Ford store. I assure you, when you come to Bob Hurley Ford, you'll be treated like family. From our sensational parts and service departments to our outstanding new and used car sales departments, we want to be your dealer of choice. Whether you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, come by and see us. If you want, I'll personally assist you. We are located at I-44 and the Arkansas River under the big American flag, or shop us online at bobhurleyford.com or call 445-2700.
1, 2, 3.
Milk, cheese, yogurt. My cool, creamy favorite. And I was ready to give them up to shed some pounds. Now, I'll eat them 3 times a day.
Meet Jill. She's learning how 3 servings of dairy every day as part of a reduced calorie diet can give better results trimming the waistline than by just cutting calories alone.
Sounds easy. I'll try it. Why not? I've tried everything else.
It's true. Dairy has a natural mix of nutrients that help the body burn more fat and lose more inches around the waist. So eat 3 cool, creamy servings a day to help you slim down. Learn more at 3aday.org.
Soon, I'll be just another slender girl who used to be not so slender.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, Driller fans, be sure to stop by your local retailer and pick up your 3 a day of dairy, milk, cheese, and yogurt. It's good for strong bones. Brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Visit 3aday.org for more information.
Drillers Baseball 2005 on AM 1430. The Buzz.
Luis Guance to lead off for the Tulsa Drillers here in the home half of the third inning. Drillers in front of the Arkansas Travelers 3-0. Right-hander Stephen Shell's first pitch is swung on and tapped foul, third base side. Infield engulfed in shadows now. The outfield, most of the outfield, still in bright sunshine. Just a short while ago, we had some big puffy cloud formations beyond the ballpark, but all of those have been blown away by a wind that's moving everything, appears to be moving kind of northwest. Next pitch in there for a strike, and the count quickly 0-2 to Guance, who walked and scored in the first inning. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Shell, and that's taken low, a fastball, and the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Luis Guance has had himself quite a series. Some nifty glove work, as we saw last inning. Also 5 hits in his last 12 at-bats, including his first Double-A home run the other night. Next pitch bounces in the dirt, and the count evens now at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Guance, Thigpen, and Barker, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters here in the third inning for Tom Reynolds' ball club. Drillers first half winners of the Eastern Division. And the next pitch, a swing and a miss, struck him out. Looked like a good breaking ball with some sinking action. Second strikeout now notched by Stephen Shell, the Oklahoma native. I'm sure that Mark told you that Stephen Shell is from El Reno, Oklahoma. Third-round pick, 2001 out of El Reno High School. Lynn Jacobson of the Tulsa World tells me that El Reno is down somewhere around Oklahoma City. Next pitch to Judd Thigpen is line foul down the right field side. One out here in the Tulsa third. into Judd Thigpen, who had an RBI double and scored a run in the first inning. He's now hit safely in 8 of his first 9 games with the Drillers. Now time called, and it was granted late, just as Stephen Shell was getting ready to start his delivery. Judd Thigpen, the right-handed hitter, came into the game hitting .314 as a Driller, 2 homers, 6 runs driven in. He homered here last night. Next pitch swung on and hit in the air, foul down the right field side. That'll twist back out of play. Well, this past Sunday, I went to a local grocery store here in Tulsa to pick up a newspaper, and inadvertently I picked up an Oklahoman. Of course, that's the Oklahoma City newspaper, and was reading the sports page and really caught up by how much the buzz is already about college football. Here's the 0-2 pitch, swung on, and a high fly ball towards right field, medium deep. Easy play for Willits, who comes in a couple of steps now and makes the catch. 2 outs. The batter is going to be Sean Barker, 0 for 1 with a ground out. 3-0 Drillers here in the third. 2 gone, bases empty. I noticed that the Oklahoman now, 99 days out from the Battle of the Red River, Oklahoma and Texas. That'll be at the Cotton Bowl, as it always is. They've started to preview each of the 99 previous meetings. They've put the little game stories in there, so the countdown has begun. First pitch swung on and fouled back. That is I'm a big college football fan, and over the years I've been to many different venues to see college football games at some of its best sites, and that's one game I'd always wanted to go to. Oklahoma and Texas at the Cotton Bowl. Next pitch swung on and fouled back in the count 0-2. But being from the West Coast, a native of California, you don't see that kind of fever pitch for college football. Not the same as you do here in the Midwest or in the South or even parts of the East Coast. 0-2 the count. Here it comes, and the pitch is strike 3 call. Boy, a fastball on the outside corner, and Barker called out on strikes. The Drillers gone in order. We played 3 at Driller Stadium, and the Drillers lead the Travelers 3-0.
Mountain Dew presents Green Foo. So, we meet again.
I'm sorry, do I know you?
Yes, you spent the last hour of this movie trying to find me so you can have your revenge.
Oh, yes. Didn't recognize you.
I've lost weight.
Good for you. Now, let's have a spectacular fight with aerial flips while hanging from invisible strings.
Maybe later. But first, let us drink Mountain Dew and have a sound effects contest.
Ooh, you are wiser than you look, skinny one. Unique, great taste. Now, take this, huh?
Ha ha, you've come to play. Now prepare for my 16 ounces of fury!
Very smooth, but no match for my flying green 2-liter, huh?
Well done, my friend. You have proven a worthy opponent. We shall meet again!
Word!
Green Food
is a Mountain Dew production. This product has been rated MD.
Jernigan's in Broken Arrow and Jernigan's South Tulsa Mowers are Oklahoma's largest John Deere lawn and garden dealers. With the John Deere L100 lawn tractor starting at only $1,399 with incredible financing offers, there's no excuse to wait. Whether you need residential or commercial mowing equipment, John Deere Gators, or compact utility tractors, Jernigan's has the selection, financing, and service you need. Call Jernigan's in Broken Arrow at 355-5646 or Jernigan's South Tulsa Mowers at 87th and Lewis, 299-4644.
The Tulsa Drillers on KTBZ, AM 1430, The Buzz.
Top half of the fourth inning, the visiting Arkansas Travelers coming to bat. Dennis Higgins along with Mark Neely, your Tulsa Drillers broadcasters this evening, right here on The Buzz, 1430 AM in Tulsa. Texas League Baseball, the Drillers with a 3-0 lead. In case you're just tuning in, the Drillers with 3 runs in the first inning, RBI double by Judd Thigpen, and then 2 runs scoring on a big throwing error by Erick Aybar, the shortstop, on a routine ground ball. He skip-hopped the throw past the first baseman, allowing 2 unearned runs to score. So 3-0 Drillers here in the fourth. Here is the top of the order for the Travelers. Reggie Willits, switch hitter, batting from the left side. Sandy Neen's first pitch in there for a strike. Willits, a switch hitter, 23 years young. He's out of Chickasha, Oklahoma. Chickasha, I should say. And he lives in Fort Cobb here in Oklahoma. Next pitch swung on, a ground ball pulled to the right side, scooped up there by Nix, and he throws to first for the out. Well, the Drillers have done an outstanding job keeping Willits, the leadoff batter for the Travelers, at bay in this series. He's now just 3 for 17, 0 for 2 tonight. Here is Alberto Callaspo. Callaspo, a fine-looking prospect for the Anaheim Angels. 0 for 1 tonight. He flied out to left. Switch hit middle. Erick Aybar at shortstop. Callaspo, the second baseman. They are a nifty pair of defenders. A lot of fun to watch defensively. But both of them right now are mired in some slumps at the plate. Means next pitch, a fastball, is high and tight in the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, the Tulsa Drillers have had some outstanding pitching performances in this series. After Joe Saunders of the Arkansas Travelers hurled a 1-hit shutout against the Drillers Friday night in the opening game of the series. Next pitch tapped up foul along the first base side in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. John Asahina with 7 shutout innings in 1 outing. Ubaldo Jimenez made his Double-A debut, a fine performance the other night, picked up his first Double-A win. And last night, some more outstanding pitching. Tulsa Drillers, Emmanuel Ulloa pitched 6 shutout innings last night, only 2 hits surrendered, and he matched his season high with 9 strikeouts. Next pitch down and in the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So I bet if you talk to Tom Runnels, the Drillers manager, there's very few things at this moment that he would probably could find wrong with the ball club. The starting pitching's been outstanding. The bullpen, as they've been all year, they've been very steady, outstanding themselves. Next pitch, a swing and a miss, fastball right past the swinging Callaspo, and quickly 2 gone. Well, don't look now, but Sandy Neen, the starting pitcher, is now retired. The first 11 batters he's faced tonight. We mentioned that the Travelers are really struggling offensively. Last night, Emmanuel Ulloa, he pitched into the 4th inning before he surrendered his first hit to the Travelers. Last night, the Drillers winning 3-0. Here's Aybar in the first pitch. He takes a strike. Aybar is a switch hitter as well. .278 average coming in. 0 for 1. He fouled out to the first baseman his first turn tonight. 3-0 Drillers. We're in the top half of the 4th. Another beautiful summer evening here in T-Town. Next pitch is slapped foul to the left. Very unusual approach at the plate on that last pitch, and we saw Aybar do that last night or the night before. Lost track, but almost as if he's trying to impersonate the way he's running up in the batter's box there and kind of slapping at the ball. Here's the next pitch, is a fastball that's taken up high, and the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Almost like he's trying to imitate Ichiro. A lot of times you'll see Ichiro as he's swinging from the left-handed side of the batter's box. He's actually taken a step or 2 towards first base, and he kind of sticks the bat out and directs it, angles it into the outfield for a hit. Next pitch swung on, and lazy fly ball lifted towards left center field. Easy play for Miller, the center fielder. He puts it away. And that's 12 in a row now, retired by Sandy Neen, the Tulsa starting pitcher. We roll into the bottom of the 4th here at Drillers Stadium. The Drillers in front, 3-0.
And now it's time for Joan on the Phone with your host, Joan Cusack.
Hi, let's play the game, What's This Sound? If you said someone looking at their wireless phone bill, you're very astute. We also would have accepted stub toe on nightstand or softball bat to kneecap, as they are all equally painful. Well, unless you have a national calling plan from U.S. Cellular.
With U.S. Cellular's national plan, you get true nationwide calling with no long distance or roaming charges from anywhere to anywhere.
Okay, now let's see if you can identify this sound. Did you say someone who didn't switch to U.S. Cellular's national plan? Wow, you're good.
True nationwide calling with no long distance or roaming charges. It's just one more way at U.S. Cellular. We connect with you. Minimum service agreement required. Other restrictions and charges may apply. Limited time offer. See store for details or call 1-888-BUY-USCC.
You want to feel the sweet spot? You want to walk away from the golf game with your buddy's money in your pocket? T-Town Golf Ranch can help your game excel. There's no substitute for having custom clubs fit to your specs and swing. Call T-Town Golf Ranch at 355-4727. That's 355-4PAR. T-Town offers everything for golf. Fittings, lessons, equipment, and range plans. Do it for yourself, but savor your buddy's reaction.
I'm getting this back next week.
Well, you better bring your game.
Call T-Town Golf Ranch at 355-4PAR.
Drillers Baseball on Clear Channel Station KTBZ, Tulsa, AM 1430, The Buzz.
Here come the Drillers to bat in the home half of the fourth inning. They lead this one over the Arkansas Travelers 3-0. Dennis Higgins with you until the fifth inning when Mark Neely will return, your Tulsa Driller broadcaster. First pitch of the Drillers' fourth to Corey Slavic is poured in there for a strike. Drillers have won the last three ball games. Overall record, outstanding. 48-32. Slavic swings and fouls the next pitch off to the third base side, and the count quickly 0-2. Corey lined out to left his first at bat. Came into the game hitting .251 with 7 homers, 49 runs driven in. Left-handed batter, the pitch, a swing and a foul back. Right-hander Steven Shell out there on the mound for the Travelers. His record is 5-5. ERA just a little over 5 coming in, making his 17th start of the year. Been a workhorse. Here's the 0-2 pitch. The swing and the ball squibbed up the third base side. Fielded by Leahy. Straightens up, throws to first for the out. That was one of those cue shots. Just had a lot of spin on it as it left the bat. So Slavic's 0 for 2 in this one. Out number 1, and the batter is Alvin Colina, the catcher. It was Colina's ground ball to short, pretty much a routine play back in the first inning. And the shortstop, Erick Aybar, made a wild throw to first, what should have been the third out. Allowed 2 runs to score, 2 unearned runs. The Travelers, seeing the Drillers score 3 runs in the first inning. That's where we're at right now in the fourth. 3-zip Tulsa. First pitch breaking ball in there for a strike. Alvin Colina has done very well against the Travelers this year. This is his 12th game against Arkansas this season, and he's already hit 4 homers and driven in 13 runs against the Travs. Next pitch, a strike on the outside corner, and the count quickly is 0-2. Jayson Nix waits on deck. Shell works quickly in the pitch, just off the outside corner. Didn't miss by much in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Colina with 7 homers, 30 runs knocked in for the Drillers. Right-handed hitter, and the pitch is swung on and a bouncing ball towards first. Nice big hop for Morales, the first baseman, in her hands to the pitcher, covering now for the out. Here is Jayson Nix. Drillers in front, 3-0. We're in the fourth. Tomorrow night, the Drillers will begin a 5-game series on the road in Springfield, Missouri against the Cardinals. We'll have the ball game for you right here on the Buzz, 14:30 a.m. First pitch is in there. Strike 1 to Nix. Jason 0 for 1. He fouled out to the catcher. Tune in tomorrow night. Mark Neely will have all the action for you right here on the Buzz. Next pitch, a swing and a high pop fly down the right field side. This ball is working its way towards the seats, and it's back into the box seat area down the right field line. Let's see, that game tomorrow night. Pre-game show will start at 6:55. The Drillers Xbox dugout show. Mark is going to be flying solo those 5 games in Springfield. As much as I wish I could go over there, I got to head home. Here's the next pitch, is a fastball that's up high, and count 1-2.
Team keeps winning. You're committed to staying, right?
Well, I wish I could, but I got to get back to my other job. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Here it comes, and the pitch, a swing and a grounder foul past third. Tell you what, I certainly enjoy the opportunity to come over here to Tulsa from time to time, or when I'm able to fill in for Mark when he's got ESPN assignments. I keep hoping that Mark somebody at ESPN is going to recognize his talent and bring him on full time. Next pitch, a swing and a miss. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Well, that was pretty quick, the third and fourth innings. After 4, the Drillers are in front of the Travelers 3-0. Mark Neely's back with the play-by-play right after this.
When you hear this, it's usually followed by this, which inevitably leads to this.
Accident Works, may I help you?
Ah, the perfect friend for one hail of a day. Especially when your pride and joy has been dinged and dented. One call to Action Dent Works Paintless Dent Repair handles it all. Action Dent Works will fix your car and get you back on the road within 24 hours to get you back to your busy life. And with Action Dent Works, you'll save your factory paint. No Bondo, no heat, no chemicals, and it's 40% cheaper than conventional bodywork. So if you hear this, followed by this, you need to get your car to Action Dent Works at 8335 East 51st Street, 3 blocks east of Memorial, or call 857-3151. Action Dent Works, locally owned paintless auto hail repair. Life is sometimes full of little dents, but Action Dent Works can smooth it out and make it shine. Stop by 8335 East 51st Street today to get your car repaired. 100% guaranteed.
Traditional Realty. High commissions, no flexibility. Shift perspective. Shift reality. Shift Realty. Realty Shift. An entire new way to sell or buy. You are in control, at the mercy of no one. Realty Shift is all about you. Have you ever had a bad experience with selling or buying a property? Well, who hasn't? This is your chance to break free of the lies. Are you ready for a new above-board way of doing business? Direct, to the point. This is all about choices. This is all about making a shift. Realty Shift. www.realtyshift.com.
Drillers Baseball, AM 1430. The Buzz.
All the scoring in this game came in the first inning. Judd Thigpen, an RBI double, brought in Tony Miller, and then with 2 outs, Colina hit a ground ball to short that Aybar underthrew first for a throwing error that allowed 2 runs to score. And the Drillers got 3 in the first, only 1 earned. The Drillers with 3 runs, 1 hit, no errors. The Travelers 0-1 as we head to the 5th. And cleanup hitter Mike Napoli, the catcher, leads off. Napoli grounded to short his first time. He's 2 for 11 in the series with a couple of homers. Here's a pitch from Sandy Neen. Off speed, pop foul back and out of play. Napoli, then Morales and Tommy Murphy in the Traveler 5th. Neen's 0-1. Fastball strike on the outside corner. For the baseball, brought to you by Pepsi, the official soft drink here at Driller Stadium. Neen ahead of Napoli, and here comes the 0-2. Fastball, swing and a miss. He challenged him on 0-2, gave him a pretty good pitch, and Napoli fans, 3rd strikeout for Sandy Neen. Kendrys Morales, the first baseman, a switch hitter, 0 for 1, with a ground out to second. Morales has had a decent series, 5 of 16 with an RBI. Here's the pitch from Neen. Breaking ball fouled back. Morales from Cuba, defected during this past offseason. As a free agent, signed a very high dollar deal with the Angels. 0-1 pitch, grounded softly to second. There's Nix to scoop that up and throw out Morales. For the second time tonight, Morales is grounded to Nix. 2 down in the Arkansas 5th. Nobody on for center fielder Tommy Murphy. Murphy 0 for 1 with a ground out to second. Light breeze out of the northeast tonight, keeping things mild and also making the ballpark play a little bit bigger with the wind blowing in really from almost dead center field. First pitch swinging, Murphy out in front, strike 1. Blowing from center towards the left field foul line. 2 outs, nobody on in the 0-1 pitch. Murphy out in front again, swings, and misses. 2 strikes. Dean trying to set him down in order for a 5th consecutive time. He's 0-2. And is in the dirt. Well, Neen came into this game having not allowed an earned run in his last 20 and a third innings. Well, he's up to 25 innings for that. The 1-2. Reaching out off the end of the bat, popped up left side. Bernier, the shortstop, calls for it and makes the play on the outfield grass. Sandy Neen has retired the first 15 Traveler batters of the game. We're at the midpoint of the 5th. The score, Drillers 3, Arkansas nothing.
There aren't many substances as simple as water, and none more important. Yet right now, millions of Americans are likely to be dehydrated, and they don't even know it. Fact is, many Americans simply don't drink enough water. Everyone knows that water brings out your best. So the more water you drink, the better you are. Water rejuvenates you. It revives you. Your brain, joints, skin, and immune system, they all need water. You want your body to run like a well-oiled machine, but you don't need an oil change. You need to drink more water. Now, Aquafina isn't magic, but its only ingredient is your main ingredient, water. That's why it makes sense to drink more, lots more. So in short, water brings out your best. And what, after all, could be better than your best? Frankly, nothing comes to mind. Aquafina. Drink more water.
It's baseball season, and that means warmer weather, sports fans. It can get awfully hot, muggy, and just plain unbearable this time of year. Davco Mechanical is the company you can depend on to keep you cool and comfortable. From commercial projects to servicing your home's air conditioner, they provide quality, courtesy, and professionalism in every job they do. For estimates, find Davco Mechanical in your yellow pages or call 918-439-0540. Find out more online at davcomech.com.
The Driller. On AM 1430, The Buzz.
We're into the bottom of the 5th inning. 8, 9, and 1 hitters for the Drillers. Tino Sanchez leads off. Tino struck out his first time up. Here's the pitch from Steven Shell. Strike 1 call. Tino playing in his first game in just about a week. 1 pitch. Strike 2 on the inside edge. It's Sanchez, Bernier, and Miller in the Driller 5th. Tulsa scored 3 in the first. Only one of those runs was earned. The 0-2. Fly ball left field. Roaming a few steps to his left, Ospito makes the catch, and there's 1 down. 11 in a row retired now by Steven Shell, the Traveler starter. Doug Bernier batting 0 for 1. He's flied to center. Doug is hitless in the series, 0 for 8. He does have 3 walks to his credit in the series, however. Line by Shell. He paints the outside corner, strike 1. One out, nobody aboard in the Driller 5th. The 0-1. Wind and the pitch is a strike again, 0-2. Both starting pitchers really found a groove here. Neen has been in his from pitch number 1. Shell ever since getting the final out of the first. Here's a pitch, ground ball up the middle. To the left, a second, gobbled up by Aybar, and he guns out Bernier. 2 away. The lineup turns over again. Tony Miller comes up for a 3rd time, officially 0 for 1. He walked on 5 pitches leading off the game and later scored. Shell's pitch, fastball fouled off right side, strike one. Tony has a .265 average. He leads the club with 10 homers and has 34 RBIs. He's also the team leader with 16 stolen bases. The 0-1. A little bit inside from Shell. Shell with the over-the-head windup in the 1-1. Spots it low, 2 balls and a strike. Our official Driller weather forecast is provided by the News on 6 Warren team, Oklahoma's weather experts. It's about a perfect night here for a July evening. 2-1 pitch, strike on the outside corner. Temperature now in the low 80s. The northeast wind. On 2-2. Tony chops it left side. Third baseman able to cut it off. Leahy, off balance, made the throw to first. And retires the Speedy Miller to retire the side. 13 in a row set down by Stephen Shell. Got a nice little pitcher's duel going on here, but thanks to some early runs, Drillers have the lead. At the end of 5, Tulsa 3, Arkansas nothing.
The bond between food and Pepsi is a storied tradition. It is a bond of respect and admiration.
I just know that when I come out of the piping hot oven covered in cheese and pepperoni, I'm a little disoriented. But then I see that beautiful blue and red and white eye gazing at me. I know I'm not alone.
A bond that says where there's a pizza and a Pepsi, things are going to be okay.
And that's when I knew who I was. I'm a pizza. And proud of it. You know, it's because of... Thank you, Pepsi. It really, it meant a lot.
It's a bond of, well, you say it, Mr. Pizza.
Love. I love you, Pepsi. I'm a pizza, and I love Pepsi. There, I said it.
Pepsi, food's good. Pepsi, it's the cola.
Sonic preps for the game.
Having some conies, getting ready for the game.
Absolutely, man. I'm psyched, man. We all painted the old letters on our chest.
Yep, go Antelope.
Yeah. Wait, hold on a second. Because I have a Z on my chest.
Oh.
There's no Z in Go Antelopes.
Huh.
You said Z. You said, hey, paint the Z.
I couldn't have said that. I must have said B.
There's no B in Antelopes.
C?
No C.
D.
No, there's none of these letters are in it.
G.
Sonic. Nothing goes better with sports.
Brothers Baseball 2005 on AM 1430. The Buzz.
3-0 Tulsa into the top of the 6th. The Driller grounds crew drags the infield. And a reminder, the True Green Kim Lawn and the Drillers have teamed up this season for the True Green Home Field Advantage Sweepstakes. You can win the grand prize and have that very Driller grounds crew come to your home for a day of yard work. In addition, you receive a year's worth of True Green Lawn Care service. Other prizes include a pair of tickets to a Driller pregame picnic this August and at your next Driller game. Stop by the True Green Contest entry area and get registered. Bottom 3 up for the Travs in the 6th. Here's the DH, Greg Porter. 0 for 1. He's fly to right. Mean winds. This is high for ball 1. Porter 9th in the league in hitting coming in. He has a .306 average. 1-0. A little bit low ball 2, and Neen falls behind. He has struck out 3 tonight. 6 of his outs have come on the ground, the others through the air. The 2-0 pitch. That moves Porter off the plate inside, ball 3. So Neen goes to a 3-ball count on Porter. 3-0 Drillers, top of the 6th. Porter probably taking. Let's see. He is. That's a strike. Porter, a straight left-handed hitter. 1 for 13 in the series. 3-1 is headed home. Foul back. Ball ran in on Porter. And the count has gone full. Neen, a 9-inning complete game win in his last start, allowing one unearned run at Frisco. His other complete game win, a 6-inning complete game loss as part of a doubleheader. That occurred in Wichita. So from 3-0 to 3-2, and the payoff pitch to Greg Porter. Fastball high, ball 4. And the first base runner of the game for the Travelers, a leadoff 6th-inning walk to Greg Porter. Neen retires the first 15 Traveler batters before walking Porter. And now the hitter is left fielder Jayson Nix. Speedo is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Outfield gives him a piece of right center. There's a pitch to it. Fastball outside, ball 1. Brewers scored 3 in the first. Big pin, an RBI double. And a throwing error by the shortstop Aybar on a ground ball hit by Colina led to 2 unearned runs. 1-0. Outside again to Ospito, and Colina's going to go visit Sandy Knee. Time for our Tulsa World 100th anniversary moment. The Tulsa World has covered pro baseball for each of its 100 seasons. On this date, July 5th, in 1934, Ed Grimes goes 5 for 5, and Mace Brown, pitching on 1 day of rest, scatters 7 hits and strikes out 12. The Oilers beat Dallas 10-2. Here's a ball hit fair down the left field side. First Traveler hit. It'll go for extra bases. To third base, Porter. And into second is Ospito with a double. Now there goes the no-hitter. A batter after the perfect game went by the wayside. That's going to get the tying run to the plate with nobody out. You want to get all the action, subscribe to the World by calling 582-0921. 582-0921. Second double for Ospito since rejoining the Travelers, playing in his 7th game with them this year. Well, 5 perfect innings on for Neen, and now he has to pitch to Leahy, who's 0 for 1 with a ground out to third. The delivery. He chops it foul by the plate. Through the backstop, strike 1. Well, Neen had been doing such a good job of getting ahead of the hitters. He fell behind Porter 3-0 leading off this inning. Got him to 3-2 but walked him, and fell behind Ospito 2-0 before the double to left. Now the 0-1, grounded to third. Runners holding tight. He almost tagged out the runner at third, Guance, and he throws across to retire Leahy. Porter just barely got back to the bag. Guance made the exchange, grabbing the ball out of his glove. He had it in his bare hand, and he reached for Porter, who just got back to the base. So Leahy grounds out, and the runners hold with 1 out, and the batter is Reggie Willits, the right fielder. Willits 0 for 2. He's flied to right and grounded to second. Switch hitter, batting left, taps the plate with his black bat. Runners at second and third, 1 out. Neen from the stretch. Here it comes. Blowing away, ball 1. Neen in his 9-inning win against Frisco on Wednesday, the 29th of June. Allowed 1 unearned run, 6 hits, no walks, 4 strikeouts. 1-0 pitch. Check swing. Looked like he may have gone. The appeal to third. No, says the third base umpire. And Reggie Willits may have just caught a break. Mo McLaughlin, the Driller pitching coach, sees something he wants to address with Neen, and out he goes to the mound. Drillers wrapping up this series tonight. Go on the road for 5 at Springfield beginning tomorrow night. Wednesday through Sunday, we're at Hammonds Field in Springfield. 7:10 tomorrow night. Airtime 6:55. Same story on Thursday and Friday. 6:10 first pitch Saturday, and then even earlier on Sunday at 1:10. Before we return home next Monday, the 11th, and a short 4-game series against Frisco. Before the Drillers go on the road, playing 14 games in 13 days between the 15th and 27th of July. Bo has returned to the dugout. A 2-0 pitch to Willits. Strike on the outside corner. Zach Parker will throw tomorrow night in Springfield, attempting to become the league's first 10-game winner. And he'll square off against right-hander Jordan Powles, who's 4-5 for the Cardinals. Runners at second and third, 1 out, 2-1 pitch. A low strike call. Each team with just 1 hit, but the Drillers have a 3-0 lead in the top of the 6th. Porter at third, Ospito at second, 1 out. Neen is set. He delivers. Down and in, and the count is run full. And he went deep in the count on Porter and Ospito. Now he's 3-2 on Willits. His payoff pitch to the Traveler right fielder. Low, ball 4, and he walked him to load the bases. They're loaded up for Alberto Callaspo. 0 for 2. He's flied to left and struck out. Came into this series hitting over 300. Now at 294, and he's overdue in this series, 2 for 18. Switch hitter bats left, bases loaded, 1 out in the Arkansas 6th. Neen's pitch to Callaspo. He swings and fouls it to the screen. Callaspo from Venezuela. 22 years old. In fact, he turned 22 on April 19th, so he was a 21-year-old when the season began. 0-1 pitch. Fly ball, left center field. Hit well. Miller now curling into the alley, and on the move makes the catch. Porter tagging. Throw will come to third, and a run scores to make it 3-1. So a sac fly for Callaspo and his 46th run batted in. Porter scoring from third. Getting the Travelers on the board, it's 3-1 with runners at first and second with 2 outs. Shortstop Erick Aybar is 0 for 2. He's fouled to first and fly to center. Another switch hitter. Open stance from the left side. First pitch, ground ball to first. Now on it, Slavic. Hits sharply, but right to the first baseman. Corey steps on the bag to retire the side. The Travelers settle for 1 run on their first hit of the game, and they strand their first 2 base runners. At the end of 5 1/2, now it's the Drillers 3, Arkansas 1.
Welcome to the Pepsi Theater Minute. Today, the story of Langusto and Pesto.
Ah, langusto.
Oh, pezzo.
Cacciatore, lasagna, gorgonzola.
Oh, linguini, carbonara, calzone.
Scalupini, tortellini al pomodoro, bruschetta, prosciutto, ricotta. Pepsi.
Pezzi, cappellini, salame, pancetta, Pepsi, mortadella.
Calzone, Pepsi.
Pezzi, ravioli, scalopine, minestrone, prosciutto.
Pepsi e scalopine.
Linguini, cannelloni, maccheroni, gnocchi, gorgonzola.
Gorgonzola, Bologna.
Spaghetti.
Antipasti.
Parmigiano, provolone, mozzarella, Pepsi.
Langusto, calamari. Langusto, Pepsi.
Pepsi, food's good. Pepsi, it's the cola.
Earning a champion's reputation in this league doesn't come easy. It takes dedication, perseverance, and hard work. You'll find that same dedication and champion's reputation when you work with A Sharp Cut Lawn Services. They've earned their reputation for professional lawn care services, one satisfied client at a time. Whether it's commercial or residential, when appearance matters, go with the pros. Go with A Sharp Cut Lawn Services. Give them a call at 695-3560 or find A Sharp Cut in the Yellow Pages under Lawn and Landscape.
The Tulsa Drillers on KTBZ, AM 1430, The Buzz.
Well, the Travelers getting a run in the top of this inning. We move to the home half of the sixth, 3-1 Drillers. Here comes the heart of the order, third baseman Luis Guance. Luis walked and scored in the first and fanned in the third. He's 0 for 1. 3 runs, 1 driller hit, no errors. The Travelers have 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error. The 2 unearned runs for Tulsa, the difference in the game now. The pitch from Steven Shell. He pours in a strike. Shell has retired 13 in a row as he faces Guance in the 6th, the 0-1. Breaking ball nearly hit him. Guance able to jump back out of the way. Second thought, Luis probably thinking, maybe I just should have wore that one on the hip and taken my base. The 1-1. Off speed, ripped down the left field side, foul by 4 or 5 feet. A ball and 2 strikes. Guance followed by Thigpen and Barker in the Drillers' 6th. The only Driller hit is Thigpen's RBI double in the first. On 1-2. Fastball is outside. The only Traveler hit, they got Speedo double in the top of this inning. On 2-2. Ground ball sharply hit the third, but Leahy able to grab it on to first. And Guance is retired. 14 in a row for Steven Shell. Here's Judd Thigpen. The left fielder. Thigpen with an RBI double, a run scored, and he's flying to right. First pitch from Shell, a swing and a miss. One on the hand, strike 1. A line in the 0-1. Shell misses outside with his fastball. Drillers and Travelers finishing this series tonight. Travelers won the first one, shutting out the Drillers on 1 hit. Drillers have won the last 3. Jammed again. Thigpen pulls it foul to the Traveler third base dugout. Arkansas won 4-0 here on Friday night. 8-1 Drillers on Saturday. 8-4 Drillers on Sunday. 3-0 Drillers last night. 1-2. Off the end of the bat, he fouls it back. A 2-run lead presently in the bottom of the 6th. 1-2 count. Swing and a fly ball to right. That's playable for Willits, drifting towards the line. 2 outs. Sean Barker up with nobody on. Sean is grounded to third and struck out looking 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Strike one. Shell gets ahead and sends in the 0-1. Over but low. Shell tucks and throws. 1-1 is a foul tip. A ball and 2 strikes. Shell threatening to retire the Drillers in order for the 5th consecutive inning. 1-2. Off the end of the bat, hit fair past the first baseman Morales. Into foul ground and right. It kicks into fair territory, and Willits throws behind the runner at first, but Barker back safely. Willits got a nice rebound off the padded part of the concrete wall just beyond the Driller bullpen bench. Came back to Willits in fair territory, and he held Barker to a single. That ends the string of 15 in a row set down by Stephen Shell. Here's Corey Slavic. He's lined to left and grounded to third. 3-1 Tulsa, bottom of the 6th. The Shell pitch and a high fly. Shallow right center field. Murphy racing in. He calls off the second baseman Callaspo to make the catch. 1 hit, 1 left. The Drillers strand just their second base runner of the night. We've completed 6. Tulsa leads 3-1.
Right now, Dodge Truck Days is the biggest and the best thing going on. Because you can grab a Bighorn Edition Ram 1500 with an available 345 horsepower heavy and 20-inch wheels. Or get a Bighorn Edition Heavy Duty with an available Cummins Turbo Diesel and best-in-class torque that's more than Chevy or Ford Super Duty. And only during Truck Days, you can grab a Ram 1500 with $4,000 in combined cash allowances or 0% APR financing. Or qualified returning Daimler Chrysler owners can lease an SXT Quad Cab for just $249 a month with 0 due at signing. So hurry to your Oklahoma Dodge dealer before the power runs out on Truck Days. Call 888-4DODGE for lease details. Residency restrictions apply. Offer requires dealer participation of 2433 and a lease through Chrysler Financial. Must take retail delivery by 3/31/05.
MidFirst Bank brings you the middle of the first contest at every Drillers home game. Just check your Drillers game program, look for the winning sticker on the MidFirst ad in the back, and you can win valuable prizes celebrating 100 years of Tulsa baseball. So hit it big with MidFirst Bank, now with 8 locations serving Tulsa, including new banking centers in Bigsby and Broken Arrow. MidFirst Bank, more than you'd expect from a bank. Member FDIC. Ask for details.
Drillers Baseball, AM 1430. The Buzz.
3-1. Drillers lead to the top of the 7th inning. To carry you through innings 7 and 8 once again, Dennis Higgins.
All right, thank you very much, Mark. And as we head to the 7th inning on this beautiful summer evening here in Tulsa, we're at Drillers Stadium, and we're glad you're with us tonight on The Buzz, 1430 AM, Texas, or Tulsa. Just off by a state. Here's Mike Napoli, young man who leads the Texas League in home runs with 16. He's first in the league in RBIs with 62. He sat out last night's ball game with a bit of the flu. In fact, he showed up for batting practice yesterday and felt so bad they had to put him back on the team bus and send him back to the hotel. So anytime you're missing a slugger like this in your lineup, you've got a big hole there. But Napoli's playing here tonight. He's 0 for 2. Sandy Neen, the right-hander's first pitch of the 7th, is high and inside ball 1. 3-1 Tulsa on a night where offense is at a premium. Drillers have only 2 hits. The Travelers have but 1. Neen deals, and the pitch is the sliders low and away, ball 2. The right-handed hitter, Mike Napoli. Cleanup hitter for Tom Gamboa's ball club. Arkansas Travelers Record of 38-43 on the season. Remember, this is a club that started the year 9-1 out of the box. Next pitch is a strike on the outside corner, and they count 2-1. 3-zip Drillers were in the 7th. Final game of the series, final game of the homestand. Tomorrow night, the Drillers are back out on the road. They'll be playing at Springfield, 6:55 airtime for the Xbox Dugout Show. Here's the next pitch, zipped in there. Good fastball at the knees, and they count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just now, the lights are beginning to grab effect here at the ballpark. We're entering into that dangerous zone, the twilight sky, where it's really tough, awfully tough for infielders, outfielders to pick up a fly ball. Can always be an adventure. Here's a 2-2 pitch swing and a chopper third base side foul. Well, I think from time to time in each of our lives, we've probably, one time or another, said something that we've regretted saying. And on this date in Major League Baseball history, back in 1951, we've got a blooper, if you will, and you should not have said that. I'll tell you about that here in just a moment. 2-2 the count to Napoli. Here it comes, and the pitch swung on and a high pop-up on the infield, third base side. Coming in the third baseman, Guance, but he gives way now to Bernier, who called him off, said, I got it, and he makes the catch. 1 gone in the Arkansas 7th. Here is Kendrys Morales, 0 for 2 with a couple of groundouts to second base. On this date in 1951, July 5th, the Brooklyn Dodgers beat the New York Giants 8-4 in a ball game at Old Ebbets Field. In that game, Gil Hodges hit his 27th homer of the year, and Don Newcomb won his 12th game of the season. And the Dodgers, with that win, completed a 3-game sweep of the Giants. First pitch up high, ball 1. And at that time, it gave the Dodgers a 7.5-game lead over their arch rival, the Giants. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way. Morales swings and hits a sharp one-hopper to first. Down to one knee to field it to Slavic. Takes it to the bag for the out. Quickly 2 gone. And after that ball game, Brooklyn Dodgers manager Charlie Dressen made the comment to the newspaper writers. He said, we've knocked them out. They won't bother us anymore. Well, as baseball fans know, the summer of 1951, one of the biggest all-time folds by a team in first place. In fact, later that summer, 1951, as late as August 11th, the Brooklyn Dodgers had a 13.5-game lead over the Giants. First pitch, a swing and a foul back by the next batter, Tommy Murphy. So Charlie Dressen, the rest of his life, he never lived that quote down. He said, we knocked them out. They won't bother us anymore. Talking about the Giants. And, of course, on August 11th, with a 13.5-game lead, the Dodgers had only 49 games left in the season. Next pitch, a swing and a grounder foul past first. And count quickly 0-2 to Murphy with 2 outs here in the Travelers' 7th. 3-1, Drillers leading. And baseball fans certainly know that the New York Giants stormed back, tied the Dodgers at the end of the regular season. They had that famous 3-game playoff series. Bobby Thompson with the shot heard around the world to propel the Giants to the World Series. Next pitch, a swing and a pop-up again towards third base. Guance, assertive here, calls for it, and he makes the catch on the infield grass to retire the side. Here we go now to the home half of the 7th inning. The folks here at Driller Stadium will be standing for the 7th inning stretch. We're coming back. The Drillers in front, 3-1.
Not everyone graduates from Taco Bueno University. Only those who meet our high standards earn the right to call themselves Bueno employees.
This is my 5th semester in combination platter assembly. I understand the broad sense of it all. It's the finer points that escape me.
Okay, Jerry, looks like you've got a complete meal there.
I have one with the platter.
Good. There's the chilada. I see you've gone with the crispy instead of the soft taco.
I like to mix things up.
You've got the rice, chips, sour cream, and guacamole right here.
Yep.
The only problem is the beans.
What? Oh, man.
It's all right, Jerry. A lot of people forget to take them out of the pot.
Really?
No, you fail again.
The combination platter is a complete meal featuring a Tolado with your choice of a crispy or soft beef taco, rice, beans, sour cream, fresh chips, and guacamole. All for just $3.99 every day. The Taco Bueno. It's more bueno.
There's always ditch digging.
This shuffle confuses me.
Well, good luck then.
Drive-through open till 1 a.m. or later.
It's good to play together on the diamond, but it's even better to play together on your Xbox. When the Tulsa Drillers aren't on the field, you can usually find them playing Xbox, the official gaming console of the 2005 Tulsa Drillers. With several new games for the whole family, online play with Xbox Live, and a new low price of $149, what better time than now to visit your local gaming retailer and pick up your very own Xbox? Xbox, now more than ever. It's good to play together.
Take a 9-inning getaway. The Drillers are ready to play.
Drillers on Radio is brought to you by Pepsi, the official soft drink of Driller Stadium. Xbox, the official gaming console of the 2005 Tulsa Drillers. By Bob Hurley Ford, Tulsa's only locally owned and operated Ford store. MidFirst Bank, more than you expect from a bank. U.S. Cellular, we connect with you. And by the Tulsa World. Get the latest on all the action. Subscribe to the Tulsa World.
Take a 9-inning getaway. The Drillers are ready to play.
Hello, Farmers Help Point.
We've had a fire in our home.
Help is on the way.
The moment you call, Farmers Help Point goes into action.
There's an entire Air Force headed right toward us.
Yes, sir.
Look, honey, people are parachuting down.
Yes, ma'am.
They're rebuilding the walls.
That's right, sir.
The roof's being repaired.
Farmers Help Point. Free with your policy. Only from your farmer's agent.
Now they're dropping something else. Yep, it's our car. All fixed.
They waxed it, too.
Farmers. Get...
Well, here in the bottom of the seventh inning, Alvin Colina, the leadoff batter for the Drillers, hits a home run high and deep up into the netting beyond left center field. And for Colina, his 8th home run of the season, and it gives the Drillers a 4-1 lead. Pitch to Jayson Nix is in there for a strike. Stephen Shell, the pitcher for the Travelers, that's his 16th home run that he has surrendered this year. Next pitch is zipped in there for a strike, and the count 0-2. Apologize for that. We were away at commercial break when Colina led off the inning with a home run. Next pitch is swing and a bouncing ball foul, third base side. Stephen Shell, we mentioned, boy, the home run ball has really hurt him this year. 16th surrender, tops in the Texas League. Just last inning, he gave up a 2-out single to Sean Barker. Prior to that, he had surrendered 15 in a row, retired 15 in a row. Next pitch swung on and a sharp one hopper to second. Callaspo has it, and he throws to first for the out. Out number 1 here in the Tulsa 7th. Here is Tino Sanchez. Tino just back from an ankle sprain. Good to have him back in the order. He's batting 8th tonight, the designated hitter. He's a switch hitter. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly out to left. He swings and lines one into center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Well, the Drillers here in the 7th inning with 2 hits. They've doubled their total hit output for the night. Both offenses have been slow to get started tonight. In case you're just tuning in, Sandy Neen, the starting pitcher for the Drillers, he pitched 5 perfect innings to start the game, retired all 15. But then he walked the leadoff batter, Greg Porter, to start the 6th inning. And then he surrendered his first hit. The very next batter, Jason Aspido, with a double down the left field line, a clean hit. And then later in the inning, a sacrifice fly by Alberto Callaspo got the Travelers their only run so far. Keith Comstock, the pitching coach, is out to the mound for a quick meeting with the pitcher-catcher and the infield, the entire infield. Well, Alvin Colina, now this year, in his 12th game against the Arkansas Travelers, he's hit 5 homers and driven in 14 runs. So Colina has been a one-man wrecking crew against Traveler pitching this season. Here's Bernier, and the first pitch he swings and shatters his bat as he loops one into center field. That's a base hit. The barrel portion of the bat is actually sticking into the ground at third base side on the grass there in the infield. So Bernier will gladly trade a bat for a hit. 0 for 2 tonight and just 3 for his previous 32. Broken bat single in there to center field. So runners at first and second with one out. Here is Tony Miller, and the pitch, a slider, is low and away, ball one. Miller, the leadoff batter, 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. He continues to do his job, scoring runs. Here's the next pitch swung on, and a looper into right center field. Willits charges in, and he's not going to get it. It drops in for a base hit. Everybody will move up one station and hold it there. So the bases are loaded. 3 consecutive hits, and in all fairness to Stephen Shell, the Travelers pitcher, he's frustrated now. Sanchez with a liner into center field, a legitimate hit, and then Bernier and Miller both with little chip shots. Bernier shattering his bat, and here comes Tom Gamboa. That's going to be all for the starter, Stephen Shell. So Shell, his performance tonight, he had a real rough start. He walked the first 2 batters in the first inning. Ended up giving up 3 runs in the first inning. Only 1 was charged to him because of an error. But then he had that stretch where he retired 15 in a row before he stumbles here again in the 7th inning. So that's all for the right-hander Stephen Shell. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by U.S. Cellular. U.S. Cellular, we connect with you.
And now it's time for Joan on the Phone with your host, Joan Cusack.
Hello. Isn't it kind of awkward when people call you on your cell phone and just babble on, but it's costing you money? So you wind up making some lame excuse like, gee, gotta go, I'm just stepping into a mine shaft, or, ooh, they're about to close the hatch on the submarine, gotta run. Unless, of course, you have U.S. Cellular. Then there's no rush to get off the phone. Tell him, Mr. Announcer.
That's right, because at U.S. Cellular, we give you unlimited Call Me Minutes, which means no charge for incoming calls in your local calling area.
So with U.S. Cellular, you can go ahead and take all the calls you want, and you'll never end up having to use excuses like, gotta go, the cops are here.
Switch to U.S. Cellular and get unlimited Call Me Minutes, so there's no charge for incoming calls in your local calling area. And ask about nights and weekends starting at 7 p.m. U.S. Cellular, we connect with you. Minimum service agreement required. Other restrictions and charges may apply. Limited time offer. See store for details or call 1-888-BUY-USCC.
The new pitcher for the Arkansas Travelers, right-hander Matt Wilhite. Wilhite will come on now for his 35th appearance of the season, so he's been one busy relief pitcher. Here's Luis Guance, the Drillers, with an opportunity here to perhaps blow the game open. They're leading 4-1 in the 7th with the bases loaded, 1 out. In the first pitch, sinks low, ball 1. Wilhite, a bit of a submarine-style pitcher, facing the right-handed hitter Luis Guance, who's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run score. Bases full of Drillers, and the pitch inside backs him off the plate and count 2-0. Here in the 7th inning, Alvin Colina with a leadoff home run, his 8th of the year, to give the Drillers a 4-1 lead. And then after Jayson Nix was retired on a ground out, consecutive base hits by Tino Sanchez, Doug Bernier, and Tony Miller. Evening falls here in Tulsa. Light breeze blowing in from center towards the plate. The next pitch is sidearmed in there for a strike. Boy, this is a completely different look than the Driller hitters saw with the starting pitcher, Stephen Shell. Shell more of a three-quarters overhand style. Here's the next pitch, a swing and a chopper foul at the plate. One of the keys to hitting, I wouldn't know anything about it, but hitters have told me over the years, is you want to be able to see the release point of the pitcher. And most hitters will tell you, because they see the overhand style more often, that it's very difficult to adjust to a side armor or a submariner. 2-2 the count, bases full, 1 out. Here it comes, and the pitch, a swing and a ball hit foul, third base side. A lot of the good pitchers at the major league level, it'll be a common theme among hitters. They'll say they have a tough time picking up the release point of a pitcher's delivery. And a lot of the pitchers will purposefully try to hide the ball as long as they can with their particular windup. Now time called as Napoli, the catcher, heads out to the pitcher's mound. Remember, tomorrow night the Drillers are back in action. They'll be on the road. Hope you'll tune into the Xbox Dugout Show beginning at 6:55. Mark Neely with the play-by-play right here on The Buzz, 1430 a.m. in Tulsa. Here's the 2-2 pitch is up high and outside, ball 3. So the count full now. The on-deck batter is Judd Thigpen. Sanchez, the runner, at third. Bernier at second. Miller at first. All three push off with leads. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Is swung on and fouled back. None of the base runners being held on. First baseman Morales is playing back with the runner Miller at first. Bernier has a big lead at second. Up the middle, they're playing for the double play ball. First and third baseman are in a couple of steps on the corners. Here's a 3-2 delivery, and that is swung on and punched foul in the air. First base side back into the seats. Well, the Drillers have pretty much had their way this year with the Arkansas Travelers, at least through the first 18 games. The Drillers lead the season series 12 games to 6. Drillers are 6-3 right here at Driller Stadium and 6-3 over at Ray Winder in Little Rock. 3-2 the count, bases full. Guanci at the plate. Here comes Wilhite's next move. He turns and throws back to second, and they've got the runner picked off, and they're chasing the runner towards third, and now he's tagged out. Bernier at second base was fooled as Wilhite, the pitcher, bluffed a throw towards third, and then he spun all the way around and whipped the throw back to second. Now, this is exactly what Mark and I were talking about the other night. I don't know why in the world that's a legal play. That's complete deception.
Yeah, they allow it all the time, don't they? That doesn't usually work for a pitcher, but that time it did for Wilhite. He may have been wondering where the heck he was going with the bases loaded there, but he trailed off far enough that he got picked off.
Here's a 3-2 pitch. A swing and a miss struck him out. So Wilhite is able to extricate himself from a real sticky situation with the big pickoff at second base. So now we head to the 8th inning. The home run, however, by Colina, increasing the Drillers' lead to 4-1. We head to the 8th. Drillers in front, 4-1.
Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by First Baptist Church of Broken Arrow, a congregation humbly serving the people of this community. In these uncertain times, many are looking for real answers to today's spiritual questions. They invite you to come praise, worship, and study with them as they find strength, purpose, and clarity through the love of God. Visit at 61st and 161st off the Broken Arrow Expressway and ask about their Wednesday night youth activities. First Baptist Church of Broken Arrow. See the world through the cross.
Sleep Inn and Suites Tulsa South invites you to enjoy the ultimate in comfort and hospitality. Discover why they're a favorite spot among locals and visitors alike. They feature an indoor pool, spa, and sauna, plus a fitness center, business center, free deluxe continental breakfast, and free high-speed internet, and are a 100% non-smoking facility. Visit them at Highway 169 and 61st behind Fox Collision Center. Sleep Inn and Suites Tulsa South. The perfect place for an intimate weekend, family getaway, or when the relatives come to town, they're your home away from home.
Drillers Baseball on Clear Channel Station KTBZ. Tulsa, AM 1430. The Buzz.
And Dennis Higgins back with you at the ballpark here on the corner of 15th and Yale. Drillers Stadium. Drillers are leading the final game of this series with the Arkansas Travelers in town, 4-1 is our score. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Drillers. 1 run, 1 hit, and 1 very big error for the Arkansas Travelers. That 1 error led to 2 unearned runs in the first inning. However, nice bit of relief pitching work there by Matt Wilhite. As he came in, he inherited a bases-loaded 1-out situation, and he promptly picked off the runner at second base, Doug Bernier, and then he struck out Luis Guance to end the thread. Here we go to the top of the 8th inning. Greg Porter, the designated hitter for the Travelers. Sandy Neen, the starter, still out there, and why not? The first pitch is a little high, ball 1. So far, Neen has surrendered just 1 hit. That was a double back in the 6th inning. He's also walked a pair. He's struck out 3. Right-hander deals, and the pitch swung on, and a high pop fly to shallow left. Thigpen comes in, and going out is the shortstop, Bernier, to make an acrobatic catch. Well, this, again, is the twilight time of the evening. Really tough for infielders and outfielders to see the ball. I don't think Thigpen saw it. And Bernier, ever the alert shortstop, he realized that the left fielder was having trouble, so he ran out probably 80 or 90 feet onto the outfield grass and left and made a nice over-the-shoulder catch. He had to reach back for it, kind of contort his body. So a nice play there by Bernier. 1 out, and the batter is Jayson Aspido, left fielder for the Travelers. Left-handed batter. First pitch is inside, ball 1. 4-1, the Drillers leading. Drillers trying to win their 4th straight game. They lost the opener Friday night to the Travelers. Won the next 3. Next pitch, a swing and a high chopping ground ball to first. Played on the short hop by Slavic as he charges in. The first baseman has it and steps on the bag. It's another nice play defensively. 3 unassisted put out, 2 gone. I'll tell you right now, the Tulsa Drillers, they're operating on all cylinders. Great starting pitching, outstanding bullpen work, and the defense. Defense is playing very well. Here's Ryan Leahy, the third baseman who bats 9th in the order. He's 0 for 2, but he's made a couple of nice plays himself defensively at third for the Travelers. 4-1 Drillers here with 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Here's the next pitch, and that's zipped in there for a strike to the right-handed batter. Mentioned the other night, Leahy, this is the kid who was playing his college ball at Boston College and was not on anybody's radar screen as far as advancing to the next level, pro ball. Here's the 0-1 pitch, is fired outside, a fastball, and the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Some scouts went to a Boston College game to look at a top pitching prospect, and while they're at the game, this kid, Ryan Leahy, just impressed the heck out of everybody and signed him to a non-drafted free agent contract, the Angels did. Next pitch is low and outside, and the count 2 balls and 1 strike. And if you see this kid play a couple of nights in a row, you realize right away this guy's a spark plug. He kind of reminds me of Joe McEwing, who's currently with the Kansas City Royals, an outstanding bench player, utility man. He can play a number of positions, and he's going to give you an honest day's work. Here's the next pitch, swung on, and a high fly ball hit towards center field. Miller doesn't see it. He drifts back. Now I guess he does see it, and he makes the catch. He had his hands out at his side, but he was able to locate it visually, and he makes the catch. So we roll into the bottom of the 8th inning now. The Drillers continuing to lead the Travelers 4-1.
Pioneer Radio and Sports would like to thank the following businesses who are committed to customer service.
This Drillers broadcast is brought to you in part by CLA Mortgage Services, your creative lending alliance. By Command Labor and Staffing, your people resource company. By Elmer's Barbecue, it be bad. By Sharp Cut Lawn Services, when appearance matters. And by Davco Mechanical, we do things one way, the right way.
What turns ordinary spoons into happy spoons? Highland Quality Check Ice Cream.
Spoon in the ice cream, spoon in the bun. Quality checked in, yum, yum, yum.
The Spoon In Quality Check Ice Cream from Highland.
Ice cream, it tastes great. Vanilla, cherry, or chocolate. Mama's calling, time to eat. After dinner, ice cream treat.
Highland Quality Check Ice Cream.
It's more fun than football.
Hi, I'm Oklahoma's News Channel 8 Sports Director Mike Ziegenhorn. This summer, be sure to stop by any Tulsa City County Library and join the summer reading program. If you do, there's a free Driller baseball ticket in it for you. This year's Library Reading Night game is on August 12th. Gates open at 6. News Channel 8, State Farm, and the Drillers will be passing out lunch boxes. So come early because supplies are limited. And keep watching Oklahoma's News Channel 8 for Drillers highlights. We'll see you at the game.
The Tulsa Drillers on KTBZ, AM 1430, The Buzz.
All right, here we go now to the bottom of the 8th inning. Dennis Higgins with you for one more half inning. And then Mark Neely will be back on the air, your award-winning Tulsa Driller broadcaster, Mark Neely. Drillers lead this one 4-1 as we are in the 8th inning now. Here's Judd Thigpen. Will Hyde on the mound. First pitch swung on and chopped foul, third base side. Got to tell you, the 5 years that I broadcasted here in the Texas League, 1995 through 1999 with the Wichita Wranglers, always enjoyed my visits here to Tulsa. Next pitch swung on and a ground ball pulled sharply to third, knocked down by Leahy, picks it up, throws to first, offline, and it hits the runner Thigpen in the back. Play alertly backed up by Callaspo, the second baseman, and there's going to be an error charge to Leahy. Well, the ball was hit sharply. Leahy got down on the ball well and squared up with it, but then he bobbled it, picked it up, and his throw to first may have been in time, but it hit Thigpen running up the line. The throw was obviously offline. And Leahy commits his first error of the year. Playing in his 39th ball game. Here is Sean Barker, the right fielder, cleanup batter, who's 1 for 3 tonight for the Drillers. 4-1, Tulsa in the 8th. Just a picture-perfect evening here at the ballpark. Very pleasant conditions. Next pitch is down and in, and the count 2-0 now to the right-handed slugger, Sean Barker. But always enjoyed my visits here, and back in the early days when I was broadcasting for Wichita, Tulsa and Wichita were in different divisions, and we would only make one trip per season here to Tulsa, and it was usually mid to late July, the way the schedule was set up back then. Here's a 2-0 pitch, a swing and a bouncing ball towards second base. Callaspo charges, has it, tags the runner out, throws to first for the out. Well, Thigpen had a split second to make a decision. Do I stop or do I try to reach second base? But he converged on the infielder, Callaspo, who fielded that ball. Essentially a pretty easy double play. 4-3 is how it's scored. And then, of course, Mark Neely came into the league as the Drillers broadcaster in '96 after Bruce Howard had been at the mic for many years. Here's Corey Slavic. First pitch is low ball one. And Mark and I have had a friendship ever since '96. Here's the next pitch. Is sidearmed in there by Will Hyde, the right-hander, for a called strike, and the count 1-1. Slavic is 0 for 3.
Now, we got to go head-to-head in the championship series in '98 and '99, and each got one.
That's right. Here's the 1-1 pitch, a swing and a chopper foul to the right. Why is it every time I'm around you bring up 98? 1998.
That was a lot of fun that year, brother.
Last time the Drillers won a championship, they beat Wichita.
Winning Game 7 in Wichita is certainly the highlight of my broadcast career here.
Here's the next pitch. Is zipped down and in as Will Hyde tried to sneak off the mound. He thought he had strike 3. Well, you wouldn't be surprised if I told you it wasn't my highlight.
No, but a year later, you swept the Drillers and won Game 4 here on this field, so maybe that is one.
Here's the 2-2 delivery. Swung on and a ball cranked foul past first. As Slavic, the left-handed batter, was out in front. Yeah, I can still remember. Final out of that game was a sinking liner into right field. And Dodson came in and made the sliding catch to seal the victory for the Wranglers. Next pitch, a swing and a sharp ground ball, foul, just foul past first.
Okay, I'm going to counter that. Game 7 in Wichita, Andrew Vessel caught the final out.
I remember.
To give the Drillers the Game 7 win, and the series went 4-3. That was a great series, though.
Yeah, and that was a big game for, how am I drawing a blank here? The second baseman for the Nationals?
Junior Spivey played for the Drillers.
Next pitch, swinging a high chopper over the mound, charged by the shortstop, Aybar, who has it in front of the bag at second and throws to first for the out. Well, that'll do it for the Drillers, and it's also going to do it for me. Many thanks to Mark Neely for allowing me to join him here in the booth the last couple of days here at Driller Stadium. And when we come back, we'll have the ninth inning, the Drillers in front, 4-1.
Hello, Farmers Help Point.
We've had a fire in our home.
Help is on the way.
The moment you call, Farmers Help Point goes into action.
There's an entire Air Force headed right toward us.
Yes, sir.
Look, honey, people are parachuting down.
Yes, ma'am.
They're rebuilding the walls.
That's right, sir.
The roof's being repaired.
Farmers Help Point. Free with your policy. Only from your farmer's agent.
Now they're dropping something else. Yep, it's our car. All fixed.
They waxed it, too.
Farmers, get you back where you belong. Call 1-800-FARMERS to find an agent near you.
Hello, Drillers fans. Bob Hurley here at Bob Hurley Ford, Tulsa's only locally owned and operated Ford store. I assure you, when you come to Bob Hurley Ford, you'll be treated like family. From our sensational parts and service departments to our outstanding new and used car sales departments, we want to be your dealer of choice. Whether you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, come by and see us. If you want, I'll personally assist you. We are located at I-44 and the Arkansas River under the big American flag, or shop us online at bobhurleyford.com or call 445-2700.
Drillers Baseball, AM 1430. The Buzz.
Sandy Neen threw a 9-inning complete game in his last start. Looks like he's going to try to duplicate that tonight. He has thrown 88 pitches to this point as he begins the ninth, and the top of the order up with the Drillers leading Arkansas 4-1. Reggie Willits 0 for 2 with a walk. Third baseman Guance cheats in. Here's the wind of the pitch from Neen. Fastball, strike one. The run the Travelers scored in the sixth is an earned run against Neen, the first earned run he had allowed in his last 25 and a third innings. The 0-1. Foul back to the screen. Drillers scored 3 in the first. 2 of those were unearned on a throwing error by the shortstop Aybar. The Travelers scored in the sixth on a Callaspo sac fly. Colina homered leading off the Drillers' seventh to give Tulsa a 3-run lead again. We're in the ninth. Willits leading off and an 0-2 pitch. Off speed, it's low. John Asahina leads the Texas League with 3 complete games. Neen trying to equal that. The 1-2. Off the outside corner, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch number 93 on the night coming up from Sandy Neen. The 2-2 to Reggie Willits. Fastball is inside. The baseball brought to you by Pepsi, the official soft drink here at Driller Stadium. Well, starters pitched well tonight. Shell of Arkansas went 6 1/3 and gave up 2 earned runs. The 3-2 fouled back. Shell's line was 6 1/3, 4 runs, 2 earned, 6 hits, 2 walks, 4 Ks. He retired 15 Driller batters in a row at one point. Sandy Neen retired the first 15 Arkansas batters of the game. Before a Porter walk in the sixth was their first base runner. 3-2 pitch, hit in the air deep to right field, but Barker has a beat on that and makes the catch. About 10 feet from the warning track. Willits flies to right center, 1 out. Here's Alberto Callaspo, the Travelers' second baseman, is 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly. Switch hitter, batting left-handed. The pitch from Neen. Strike one on the outer half. Tonight has been Children's Miracle Network night. $1 from each ticket sold being donated to the Children's Miracle Network. And concession items sold in the seating areas. Proceeds of that benefiting Children's Miracle Network as well. The 0-1, fly ball, left center. Tony Miller gallops into the alley to make the catch, and there are 2 outs. Miller's an out away from winning their 4th in a row and taking 4 of 5 in this series against Arkansas. We're in Springfield, Missouri tomorrow night at Hammons Field, the opener of a 5-game set. Of course, here at Driller Stadium will be the Willie Nelson Bob Dylan concert, which as soon as this game ends, they're going to be putting up the stage just beyond second base. Here's a pitch, and that nearly hit Aybar. Somehow got out of the way of that fastball. 3,350 is the paid attendance tonight. 3,350. 2 outs in the ninth. The 1-0 pitch. Slap foul past third. Travelers have one more trip here to Driller Stadium left this year. That'll be late in the season. In fact, the last homestand of the year, they start that out with a 4-game set, August 27th through the 30th. The 1-1. Stroke to left near the line. That's going to get down for a base hit. Into the corner. Fair by just a couple of feet. Aybar motoring for second. He has a 2-out double. Aybar's 18th 2-base hit. And now Neen right at the 100 pitch mark of the night. He'll face the catcher Mike Napoli, the tying run in the on-deck circle. Napoli, the league's home run leader and RBI leaders. Napoli 0 for 3 tonight. A ground out to short. A strikeout and a pop out to short. 4-1 Drillers, top of the ninth. The Neen pitch. Swing and a foul tip. Strike one. The Drillers have 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors. The totals for the Travelers: 1 run, 2 hits, 2 errors. Those 2 unearned runs the Drillers scored in the first looming very large right now. An 0-1 pitch. Off speed, strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-2. Neen a strike away from his second consecutive 9-inning complete game. Can he finish it off? Aybar at second, 2 outs. In 0-2 to Napoli. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a breaking ball on the hands. And Sandy Neen with a second consecutive 9-inning complete game win. And Tulsa takes it 4-1. The totals are next.
Battle Creek Golf Club is the metro area's premier public golf facility. Check out the large selection of the latest golf equipment by Titleist, Callaway, Ping, Cleveland, TaylorMade, and many others. Battle Creek is a custom fitting site for Titleist and Ping. They have a large selection of clothing from Cutter & Buck, Nike, Ashworth, and the new line of Ben Hogan clothing. Battle Creek also has memberships available for the individual, family, or corporation. Be sure to check their website at www.battlecreekgc.com for more information, or call 355-4850 and have Lynn Blevins or one of his dedicated staff help you. From the first tee to the 19th hole, Battle Creek has it all for you. And the only thing they overlook is the perfect view of Tulsa.
Take a 9-inning getaway. The Drillers are ready to play.
This Drillers game is being presented by Pepsi, the official soft drink of Driller Stadium. Farmers Insurance. Farmers get you back where you belong. your local dairy farmer. Have you had your 3 a day today? By Spirit Bank, the official bank of the Tulsa Drillers. Your local Dodge dealers. Get somewhere. Grab life by the horns. And by Battle Creek Golf Club, the metro area's premier public golf facility.
Take a 9-inning getaway. The Drillers are ready to play.
The Driller. On AM 1430, The Buzz.
Here are the totals tonight. Drillers 4 runs. 2 of those runs were unearned on 6 hits and no errors. Tulsa stranded 4. The Travelers 1 run, 2 hits, 2 errors. They left 3. The winner, Sandy Neen, now 3-4. He went 9 innings for the second consecutive start. Allowed 1 earned run, 2 hits, 2 walks, 4 Ks his line. Stephen Shell, the loser, now 5-6. 1 homer tonight, hit by Colina, his 8th of the year. Time of the game, a very tidy 2 hours, 10 minutes. Paid crowd, 3,350. The Drillers win 4 of 5 in this series, winning the final 4. And are over 500 for the first time in the second half at 6-5. The Drillers still sport the best overall record in the Texas League at 49-32. Arkansas loses for the 8th time in their last 10 games, and they're 4-8 to begin the half, and 38-44 overall. The final tonight, Drillers 4, Arkansas 1, and the clubhouse show is next.
Spirit Bank is proud to be the official bank of the Tulsa Drillers. Stop by any of our convenient Tulsa locations for fast, friendly banking. We have innovative solutions for all of your financial needs. Spirit Bank is your stop for loans, insurance, investments, and personal and commercial banking. Whatever you need, we're in the ballpark. Spirit Bank. That's the spirit. Member FDIC.
This broadcast of Tulsa Drillers baseball has been presented by Pepsi, the official soft drink of Driller Stadium. U.S. Cellular, we connect with you. Bob Hurley Ford, Tulsa's only locally owned and operated Ford store. By Farmers Insurance, farmers get you back where you belong. MidFirst Bank, more than you expect from a bank. Battle Creek Golf Club, the metro area's premier public golf facility. By Xbox, the official gaming console of the 2005 Tulsa Drillers. The Tulsa World. Get the latest on all the action. Subscribe to the Tulsa World. Dungeness Bartlesville, family owned and operated for over 6 decades. Spirit Bank, the official bank of the Tulsa Drillers. By your local dairy farmer. Have you had your 3 a day today? Cowboy Sharky's Restaurant and Sports Grill, the way it ought to be. Your local Dodge dealers. Get somewhere. Grab life by the horn. Dodge. And by AAA. AAA every day. This has been Tulsa Drillers Baseball.
It's good to play together on the diamond, but it's even better to play together on your Xbox. When the Tulsa Drillers aren't on the field, you can usually find them playing Xbox, the official gaming console of the 2005 Tulsa Drillers. With several new games for the whole family, online play with Xbox Live, and a new low price of $149, what better time than now to visit your local gaming retailer and pick up your very own Xbox. Xbox, now more than ever. It's good to play together.
It's time for the Tulsa Drillers Clubhouse Show, featuring an in-depth look at the day in professional baseball. Now, back to the ballpark.
Drillers win tonight by a score of 4-1. Each starting pitcher had a string of 15 consecutive batters retired. For Drillers starter Sandy Neen, he retired the first 15 Arkansas hitters before walking Greg Porter to begin the 6th, and then allowing a Jayson Nix double for the first Arkansas hit. Stephen Shell, the Traveler starter, had a bit of a rough go in the first. He walked Miller on 5 pitches, walked Guance on 4 pitches to begin the Driller first. Judd Thigpen doubled down the left field side, scoring Miller to make it 1-0. After Barker grounded out and Slavic lined out, the runners were still at second and third, with 2 down for Alvin Colina, who supplies tonight's Dodge key of the game.
Now it would be a small victory for Stephen Shell to get out of this inning with just the 1-run score. The pitch. Ground ball, softly hit towards the hole. Aybar backhands. He has time. Throws it in the dirt, though. Underthrows Morales. It skips into the dugout, and 2 runs will score. That brought in Guance and Thigpen, both unearned runs, to make it 3-0. That was our Dodge key of the game. To get anywhere, you've got to grab life by the horns. Dodge. It was still 3-0, and Neen perfect through 5.
before the Travelers scored in the sixth. Porter walked on a 3-2 pitch to begin the sixth. Ospito then doubled to left. Leahy grounded to third. Runners held, and Willits walked to load the bases. Callaspo, a sac fly to center, brought in Porter. They made it 3-1. And Neen got out of the inning, getting Aybar on a ground ball to first. Drillers added a solo home run leading off the seventh. Alvin Colina's eighth of the year, is fifth against the Travelers. He really has punished Arkansas pitching this year. And Colina's solo home run made it 4-1. Travelers got the tying run into the on-deck circle in the ninth with 2 outs, a double by Aybar, but Napoli struck out swinging. And Sandy Neen with his second consecutive 9-inning complete game win, his third complete game of the year. And Tulsa takes it by a score of 4-1. Again, Neen's line, 9 innings, 1 run earned, 2 hits, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. And the Drillers take the last 4 in this 5-game series. We'll take our final timeout. We'll return with the Texas League and Major League scoreboards next.
Right now, Dodge Truck Days is the biggest and the best thing going on. Because you can grab a Bighorn Edition Ram 1500 with an available 345 horsepower heavy and 20-inch wheels. Or get a Bighorn Edition Heavy Duty with an available Cummins Turbo Diesel and best-in-class torque that's more than Chevy or Ford Super Duty. And only during Truck Days, you can grab a Ram 1500 with $4,000 in combined cash allowances or 0% APR financing. Or qualified returning Daimler Chrysler owners can lease an SXT Quad Cab for just $249 a month with 0 due at signing. So hurry to your Oklahoma Dodge dealer before the power runs out on Truck Days. Call 888-4DODGE for lease details. Residency restrictions apply. Offer requires dealer participation of 2433 and a lease through Chrysler Financial. Must take retail delivery by 3/31/05. The Driller on AM 1430 KTBZ Tulsa, the Buzz.
Drillers win tonight 4-1 over the Arkansas Travelers. The rest of the Texas League scoreboard brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Have you had your 3 servings of dairy today? San Antonio and Frisco off tonight. They completed their series last night. Springfield is at Wichita. It's in the top of the 7th. Wichita 6, Springfield 4. Aaron Herr has homered for the Cardinals, his 12th of the year. Justin Huber, just back down from the big leagues with Kansas City, has hit his 10th for the Wranglers, and Murphy is 5th. Wichita needing a win to stay 1 game ahead of the Drillers in the East Division. They lead Springfield 6-4, top of the 7th. Only other game in the league is at Corpus Christi, top of the 6th. Corpus Christi 4 and Midland 4. Barton of Midland has hit his first home run of the year. And that's the Texas League scoreboard presented by your local dairy farmers. Now to the Major League side. Jeff Francis pitching for Colorado tonight. At Coors, top of the 5th, Colorado 3, the Dodgers nothing. J.D. Klosser has homered, his 4th of the year. The Cardinals are at Arizona, 2-1 St. Louis. D-backs batting in the bottom of the 3rd. Just underway at San Francisco, Cincinnati nothing. The Giants nothing in the bottom of the 1st inning. They're in the bottom of the 7th at Houston. Astros 6, San Diego 1. Home runs for the Stros, Craig Biggio, number 12, and Jason Lane has hit his 14th. They're delayed by rain in Atlanta in the top of the 7th inning, with the Braves leading the Cubs 5-1. Todd Hollandsworth has homered for the only Cubs run, his 5th of the year. A final from Florida. Milwaukee 6, the Marlins 4. The winner, Chris Capuano, 9-6. Former Arkansas Traveler Derek Turnbow earned his 17th save. The loser, Josh Beckett, he is 8-6. Pittsburgh shut out the Phillies 3-0 at PNC Park. Kip Wells improves to 6-8. Ryan Madsen drops to 4-3. Jason Bay homered for the Pirates, his 16th. In the other National League game tonight at RFK Stadium, Washington 3, the Mets 2. Mets got their 2 in the ninth to avoid being shut out. Esteban Loaiza earning the win to go to 5-5. 30th save of the year for All-Star Chad Cordero. And Pedro Martinez beaten for just the 3rd time in 12 decisions. Now to the American League. The Royals are hosting Seattle, top of the 7th. Kansas City 8 and Seattle 6. Adrian Beltre of the Mariners with his 9th home run. The Rangers entertaining Boston. That's in the bottom of the 8th. Texas batting. Red Sox ahead 7-4. Bill Miller, David Ortiz, and Manny Ramirez have homered for the Red Sox, and Gary Matthews Jr. for the Rangers. Now The Yankees played today at the stadium with Randy Johnson on the mound and beat Baltimore 12-3. The big unit now 8-6. Rodrigo Lopez, the loser, 7-5. Gomez homered for the Orioles. Giambi homered again, his 8th. A-Rod is 21st. Sheffield hit his 15th, and Matsui is 13th in the 12-3 Yankee win over the Orioles. Final from Cleveland: Detroit 3, Indians 2. Detroit cooling off the red-hot Tribe with Mike Maroth, who's now 6-9. 6 saves to Troy Percival. The loser, Jake Westbrook, 6-10. Ordonez homered for Detroit. Boone and Peralta for the Tribe. They're in extras. Bottom of the 10th at Toronto. Oakland 7. Blue Jays 7. A lot of homers in this one. Oakland from Kotze, Crosby, Swisher, and Dan Johnson. Zahn and Hudson have homered for Toronto. At the bottom of the 8th at U.S. Cellular Field, White Sox 6, Tampa Bay 4. Carl Crawford, the D-Rays, with his 9th homer. For the White Sox, Jermaine Dye is at his 19th, and the big hurt, Frank Thomas, is 10th. Only one other game to tell you about, and that is in Anaheim. They're underway. Angels batting bottom of the first. The Twins scored a run in the top half. Bottom of inning 1, Minnesota 1, and the Angels nothing. And that's the Major League scoreboard. Brought to you by Spirit Bank. That's the spirit. Brewers win here tonight, 4-1 over the Travelers. They've won 4 in a row, and we'll take that streak into Springfield tomorrow night for a 7-10 first pitch against the Cardinals. Game 1 of a 5-game series. Left-hander Zach Parker will pitch for the Drillers. He's 9-4 and a 3.04 ERA, and it's Jordan Powell for the Cardinals, 4-5 and a 3.71 earned run average. We'll be on the air tomorrow at 6:55 from Hammons Field in Springfield with the Xbox Dugout Show. That's going to do it for tonight. Our engineer back at the buzz has been Elvis Mahan. For Dennis Higgins, I'm Mark Neely. Again, the final: Drillers 4, Travelers 1. And until tomorrow, good night from the ballpark.
This has been Tulsa Drillers Baseball. Any reproduction or rebroadcast of Drillers Baseball without the written consent of the Tulsa Drillers and AM 1430 is prohibited. Drillers on Radio is produced through the facilities of Clear Channel Radio.
You got soul.